never touching the floor. No.
Happy Monday, y'all. Unscripted Logic.
Hacking up along.
Yeah.
What it do, brotherskis?
Episode 32. For y'all who don't know, that beat was made by Marv One, and that is actually Marv One singing on the hook. And
Right.
Pablo and I are gonna be recording.
That was me, and I was like, no, there's parts that kind of sound like me, but no.
Yeah, that's Marv, yo. That's Marv One. So we're gonna be recording that soon. I definitely saw Marv at Massacre and let him know. I have messages from Marv like frequently, like, hey, you record that song?
Yeah, when we saw him at Mass, he's like, I don't know if you brought it up or he might have been brought it up.
I was like, yo, I bought that beat off you, and he's like, yeah, the winning one, and I was like, yeah, but we're gonna call it The Score. We're gonna be recording it soon. Yeah. So shout out to that. But Unscripted Logic, episode 32, Social Assassin, and with me, as always,
the other host. So what it do?
The other host.
The host with the
nose.
The host with the mouse.
Yo, shout out to Bruce Leef in the building. Shout out to Hazy. Shout out to MME. My mistake. I made so MME and Innovate have the same name. So when it comes through on Cash App, if I don't click on it, I don't see like the tag, so it just says their name. And I just assumed it was Innovate for some reason, and I made that post, but I since changed it to MME. MME is such a real one. He didn't even say anything.
He didn't even correct you. Yeah.
He didn't even correct Innovate. And he probably liked the post too. and Innovate.
Salute J-Rock.
Salute J-Rock. And I talked to both of them about it too. But yeah, man, that was a mistake on my end. I gotta click on those and look at the details, but shout out to MME.
MME said about to make my own 8 Mile next. So real quick, I did the first part of a new segment on my channel last night. I think people were rocking with it. They really liked it. I played this knockoff 8 Mile.
I watched.
Oh my god, it was great. So that's a thing I'm gonna be doing. Not like maybe not weekly, but I'll have other segments. That's just one of them. But you'll see when the new ones come, you'll see what they are. But
yeah, it was dope. And it was such a ridiculous. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I got to watch a good chunk of it.
I didn't even watch the whole thing before I played it on you, because as soon as I saw like the Uncle Ronnie and shit, I was like, oh my goodness, like I had to just stop and go play it. Like
I can't even believe they went there with it, because M didn't even do that in the movie. Like,
right. Yeah, it's like so absurd that every time he came to the door, the dude was like walking back and forth on the phone. He's like, baby, please, just can we stop arguing?
Right. Because M said that
it was so over the top. Like,
because M said that he deleted himself over a girl, in one of his songs. So it's like, bro, like, to put that in the movie, if M didn't even put that in the movie, like that, he didn't even put something even like relative to that in the movie, like something that could be, something a little different, but like you could say like, oh, that's referring to nothing like that.
Right. And it shows him he gets
disrespect,
shit stomped in school. I love it. So his Uncle Ronnie's like, yo, you need to learn how to spit some bars. This new movie Breakin' came out. He's like, there's this thing called dissing, short for disrespect, and he teaches him how to diss. And he goes, you got to step, whoever's bullying you got to step to him. There's more than one ways to step to someone. So then young M goes up and disses his bully, and then they meet him in the bathroom and shit stomp him, and he's like in a coma for 10 days. I was like, is this even real? Like, did that even happen? Like, bro, this is crazy. So
It's so ridiculous. It reminded me of like at first I was like, is that shoddy horror? Is that the shoddy horror movie?
Right, right.
But the shoddy horror battle movie, it's called Verse. It literally is the exact same plot as fucking Bodied, and the main character's name is Adam.
Oh my god.
Like, it's crazy because that's Shoddy's real name is Adam. But so we got a great show for y'all tonight.
Do.
So this is how Unscripted Logic happens, right? Like, so at the beginning of today, neither one of us had like shit like thought up, like, okay, we're gonna do this. And like I said, we never talk about it to each other, and if we do, it's very like minimal, like we're gonna do movie recommendations tonight. Like, of course I'm gonna tell him which movies I'm recommending so he doesn't do the same ones, but other than stuff like that, it's that we don't talk about nothing. But apparently Pablo's got some really good stuff, and I can add some really good stuff as well. So we got a good show, and we might have a guest, not necessarily a guest, but somebody popping up.
A stop and chat.
Yeah, stop and chat. Sometime around 7:30. So, it's always someone dope when it's us. So it's somebody we consider a regular now, I think we can say.
Yeah, for sure.
So one time for the one time.
We didn't do this little news segment first.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Well, I don't know if you saw. Well, first things first. R.I.P. Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dikembe. Yo, salute Reginald. Salute. R.I.P. Dikembe, man.
Yeah, absolutely legend. So definitely had to shout that out. But
I watched him growing up, man.
Right. So I don't know if you heard. Oops, the battle rapper Oops had an oopsies. Oops had an oopsies. Former Missouri representative activist Bruce Franks Jr. charged with 10 felonies in Arizona.
10 felonies?
10 felonies.
I heard Adept talking about it a little bit on his stream earlier, but I didn't hear that part. That's 10 felonies.
According to court records, the former representative is charged with 10 felonies, including theft and forgery. So now all those bars...
Yeah, because he was forging checks. And...
all those bars that people were saying, like Sharon killed him with that shit, and he was crying about it and trying to say, no, I beat him. All those bars were true, apparently. So an activist who emerged as one of the faces of the 2014 protests in Ferguson, later ran for and won a seat in Missouri House. According to court records, the former representative was charged with 9 counts of forgery and 1 count of theft. Wow. Investigation on set mailers the party paid for before 2022 election. This party $24,480 to consulting from Agave strategy for about 100,000 mailers.
Agave, yeah.
The mailers were never sent, even though Franks gave the company's CEO documents showing that they were. So basically, he was like writing shit off that they never did, and that's what people have been accusing him of the whole time. And sometimes in his battles, he's like, "What you know about?" It's so funny to see him try to put the spin on the classic "What you know about," but instead of like, "You know about growing up with no fucking milk in the fridge," he's like, "What you know about being mayor and stealing fucking people's money and acting like you're trying to reform and help change shit." He's like, "What you know about having a key to the city just to rob
and you break in at night and steal everyone's shit?
What you know about having a key to the city and still doing B&Es?"
Right,
bruh. I just thought that was funny. It's like, your name is Oops.
Doing B&Es, demon things. Crazy. Yo.
Oops, and he literally had an oopsies.
Yeah, oops.
I wonder
had a lot of oopsies.
if he's gonna plead oopsie daisies.
Imagine he won.
Your Honor, I would like to plead oopsie daisies.
Yo,
imagine. The judge goes to hand him with the sentence, and he's like, rebuttal. And he's like, life in prison.
Yo, Rob C. Yep. Yep, facts. Salute Rob C. Salute everyone in the building. I just thought
that was funny. Also, I heard a clip of Trump say he was talking about he called Kamala a mentally disabled person, and then said he goes, you know, he's like, if you see me sunbathing on the beach, he's like, you've never seen such a beautiful body. Like Sleepy Joe. And I was like, well, dude, did he just say you've never seen a more beautiful body than him when he's sunbathing on the beach? Like, that's hilarious. So I think that about wraps it up for unscripted news.
Now I'm gonna get to B702's comment, but real quick, one time for the one time.
Roll that.
That like we're talking about decadal battles as though they just happened. It's getting heated cause they both have passion. Pablo Pickasso, social assassin. Friends dropping gems cause they know about rapping. Hop on the panel and get to why you're wrong. Debated on the channel, so on and so on. Chop it up and discuss different topics. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Unscripted Logic. Every Monday from 6 to 9, talk battles and pick apart shitty lines. And if you're not on my side, I can change your mind if you give me time. But while you're here, you should hit the like, cause we keep it raw every Monday night. Nah, bro. No, I'm fucking telling you. Oh my god. You don't know a goddamn thing. Are you serious? You're out of your mind. Exactly. I can't fucking believe this. Oh, please. Get the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's ridiculous. Bunch of chuns and no goddamn thing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Really? Yeah, okay, bro. Ha.
All right. Yo, all right. That fire as always. But so we're gonna get into this. But what I do want y'all to do, please, is share this stream because this episode is gonna be one of them ones. It's gonna be one of them ones. So share the stream. So yeah. Speaking of the earlier stream that I was referencing, someone tell DME to pick up the phone. Adept about to massacre my boy.
I climbed through your window, bitch. I'm home.
Now we have DME coming on Unscripted Logic next Tuesday at noon. October 8th at noon, Tuesday. So next Monday there will be no Unscripted Logic. We have DME coming on, not to talk battle rap, but just to talk, whatever else. And I don't know what the beef is there. I just I don't know. I really don't know.
Right. I have no idea. So,
but I did hear Adept say that he was gonna go at somebody, but then decided not to, and then now he's going at DM. So is that the person he was referring to? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. What did DME was there an exchange of words between the two?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I didn't even know who he was talking about at first, to be real. So
yeah, Adept about to massacre DME. Apparently, like I heard, I caught wind of that too, but I don't know if like it's a joke or like, because I don't.
No, I don't think it's a joke.
Damn, I don't
I guess from what I gathered, it was like he was saying like, oh, why didn't you guys like talking about other people, like why didn't y'all cover this story? And I didn't see it, I wasn't in there, but I guess he was like, yo, I'll cover whatever I want type shit. I don't know, man. Like I said, I rock with both of them.
Yeah,
I would rather them not go at each other. But,
right.
Like I'm not the same thing I told like Seizure and ME. Like I rock with both of them, and I don't do the like side choosing shit.
Yeah, I don't do the side choosing, but I also don't get in the middle. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form, and I would like to remain that way. We do have DME coming on soon, already been booked, and
yeah, and you know, Adept is always welcome on this platform.
Right. We had him on before. I've had him on the live the other day. Like, you know, rock up both parties. So
I don't know. So B702, that, you know, I'm glad you brought that up. I was gonna bring that up anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, Bruce, thank you. Please subscribe to Pablo Pickasso. He makes great content on his channel. Of course, we would love for this channel to hit 1,000 so we can, you know, start maybe making some money off of this stuff. But we don't really care about that. But it would be kind of nice. But Pablo, you know, he makes amazing content, and he has new segments coming to his channel that he already told me about.
Music, probably some stuff that I'm gonna tell you right now, other people definitely aren't doing. So just
yeah.
You know.
And definitely gonna be some music coming very soon. Pablo and I need to get together and
but if he did say that, I don't know how it was said, and maybe it's because it was like typed and not said, so the tone, you know, some
yeah, you can't get the tone.
But I agree with the statement itself that like I'll cover what I want. Like no one's gonna tell me what, you know. I
agree with that.
But I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know if it's just that or if there was like something else there, and that's just like.
Well, maybe like I'm wondering. I'm
don't
wondering if Adept's like thinking like, well, you cover like Clitty, you cover everything else, Crisis.
Right.
Why didn't you cover this? Maybe that is how Adept's looking at it.
The statement itself, because I mean, I don't really do the drama anyway, so.
Right.
Statement, but yeah, I get what you're saying. So I don't know. I don't know the situation. I don't know if it was like some other
if
stuff
it's
going
deeper,
on, but
yeah, it could be deeper than what we.
But either way, we have a great show tonight, and
yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather not. You know, I rock.
But shout out to both of them, and I hope that whatever it is gets resolved.
Can be settled.
Sure
I don't think it's that serious or that big of a thing. So hopefully, yeah, I think they know what it is too. I think it's just the fact that, and I'm not even like one of these people that's like big on like retrogrades and all the shit, but there is like 5 planets in retrograde right now, and I think that has a lot to do with like energy switches, momentums. Like a lot of people have been getting sick, and it's just like a lot of weird energies, a lot of like communication issues are known to happen and stuff. So I just you know, I think in these times, I think it's always best to pause, to take a second, stop, like sit back, reassess, evaluate your own thoughts and stuff before you just like go out on. And that goes for anyone for any reason. I'm not even just saying, oh, like this person specifically for this thing. I'm just saying in these times, I've noticed that you know, it's happened to me. Like, you know, it's known to cause like communication errors, like transportation issues, just stuff like that. You know, like, so it's always best to just pause, sit on it, think about it. a day won't hurt you. You know, sometimes just take that extra day, and if you wake up tomorrow and still feel the same way, you can always do it again. Then that's how I feel. So.
I agree. Hazy said, from what I think, I guess it goes.
Oh, we got a depth in the building right there. So he said, I'm leaving it alone. DME's all of it, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Like,
hey, if that no,
but
look, man, if that's why won't it let me highlight a depth comment? But like we said, if you feel he's wrong, that's between y'all. We're not getting in the middle. We fuck with both of y'all. So it is what it is. I just hope whatever it is, y'all can work it out.
Right.
Because both of y'all are prominent figures in this shit and staples in this shit. You know, and I don't know, man. Like Adept and DME are my two favorite channels to watch.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's the same with like I said, how I rock with Seizure and ME, and you know, sometimes it's like, oh, well, you rock with them. And I'm like, bro, I rock with people until they give me a reason not to personally. You know, like I said, I don't do the side twos and shit, especially with people that I've never met in person. It's like, even if we're cool, like online and shit, like I can have a respect for you and a certain like level of like loyalty, as far as like if it's random chuns going at, like, yeah, I'll have your back in pretty much most situations, but just not like I'm choosing if it's like two people I like and respect. It's like I just go, okay, well, you know, not my business, not my issue, and I rock with both. So I usually don't even speak on it, to be honest. And if whoever in here didn't ask, we probably wouldn't even have spoke on it, to be real.
Right. No, B702 brought it up, and rightfully so, because he didn't know what was going on, and
right. Well, I'm not mad at them.
Figure it out.
Right. I'm not mad at them asking. I'm just saying, like, personally, I probably wouldn't even have talked.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I was like, I don't know. Because it's not my business.
Yeah, but that is a fact. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we got some great.
Yeah, we got a great show for y'all tonight, man. We're just getting started.
So I think a great thing to lighten the mood a little bit, because yeah, you know, I feel like it's been a heavy week anyway, right? Or you know, I know it's Monday, but I just mean like the last like 7 days or so. There's been
for me too, like personally, shit's been
exactly.
Like,
so I feel
had a funeral I had to go to on Friday. Like shit's.
This is the perfect thing to lighten the mood a little bit before we get into the rest of the show. And it's something I said was coming to the show, and now here is the first of. You want to pull that up, sir?
No.
What? Bro, everyone in the chat right now, you got to choose between me or something. Fuck everything I just said. If you're not on my side, fuck y'all.
Choose Pablo. It's all good.
Oh man, I can't even be mad at that. I guess we've made peace. So, first edition, whack bar of the week. Now, before I play this, I want to explain what this means. Whack bar of the week doesn't necessarily mean the bar had to have been said this week. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, this is the whack bar that's been said recently. It just means.
I was gonna say that, like, what really?
Right, because I don't really watch like active battle rap like that, and I guess it could more relate to like, you know, stuff that's been released if something just dropped like this. But I see it more as like, for me, these are bars I came across this week. I watched and laughed at or thought were trash. So these are my whack bars of the week. You know what I'm saying? Ones I've chose specifically. So with that being said, let's roll the first whack bars of the week.
All right.
Whack bar of the week.
I make chips and pans, OZs. I serve you a monkey. Dead ass. He pinning tails. So who look like the donkey? The reverse psychology not gonna work.
Already? Damn.
He said, I'll serve you a monkey.
He said, I got chimpans and Z's. That's not even the bar yet either, to be real. The
well, that's a runner-up.
Right,
sure.
that's a runner. These are all honorable mentions. So
God damn, what the hell?
About to get bad, I'm telling you. Hold on, I want to hear that song again too.
Whack bar of the week.
Whack bar of the week.
Fire. That's
What's
fire.
funny is that I picked that song out. It's called like Over the Horizon. It's like automatically on your phone usually. But
yeah.
So when I did the vocals on it, I didn't like open that up in BandLab and sing over the beat. I did like a record over the video editor I was already on. And when you do that, you can't hear the audio. You can't. So I couldn't hear the song playing when I sung.
Right.
Over. I just had to guess which part it was on. And even with the words and stuff, I just had to like guess where it was going to be. So to get the harmony to blend together, trust me, even that was crazy because I couldn't hear the other one. So I came up pretty fucking good for guesstimating where it was. You know?
Nah, and I mean, facts. This whole episode is truly.
We're just getting started, bro.
This episode is gonna be one of them ones. We're just getting started.
I got some great fucking stories. Today's the anniversary of my favorite crime that has ever been committed, and we're gonna go over it.
And I might tell a story, so we'll see.
And we got some recommendations for that ass. But first, Whack Bar of the Week. Now you might see a couple familiar faces in here. If you see yourself featured in Whack Bar of the Week, don't get mad. Just know we've all had whack bars, and it's all just fun and games and fun.
Oh, so it's multiple bars.
It's multiple. And I actually had one of my own I was going to put in there. It was just too long. It was already 3 minutes, and I felt like it was debatable, but I didn't put it in because I didn't think it was worthy. But some were worthy, so it is what it is, man. You had a whack bar of the week. It ain't my problem.
Whack bar of the
week. I make chips and pans, OZs. I serve you a monkey. Dead ass. He pinning tails. So who look like the donkey? The reverse psychology not gonna work. I'ma succeed. What? The doors are open from selling coke. Come on.
Heard that.
That was pause.
Yeah, and we've heard it before too. Like that's crazy.
But it's crazy because
it's Loso. You're allowed here. Just you good.
A Ward goes fucking. He goes yeah, don't crash out this time, Loso, because
you're good. You good, bro.
Well, he might be in the video, is what I'm saying. So just don't crash out this time, you know.
The doors are open from selling coke. Come on. The reverse psychology not gonna work. I'ma succeed. The doors are open from selling.
But see how I even put the clips of me in there going, what? Like I'm also taking jabs at myself too. Ken
Rock is currently singing Whack Bar of the Week.
Right, it's fire. It's fire. But you know, it's that's why I put those parts in, because I'm also like taking jabs at myself because I know I said what too many fucking times. I get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that too.
Yeah. Work. I'ma succeed. The doors are open from selling.
No.
It's nasty.
Forget the timer. This shit's for rhymers. Yo, forget the timer. This shit's for rhymers. I will slice this cat up. It's a tiger. Stab him, slice him with a knife until he itsy bitsy. It's a spider. It's a spider.
Loso, I had nothing to do with that. Loso, I had nothing to do with that.
You know,
I had nothing to do with that.
But there's
unsubscribe from Pablo.
That's the only Loso part, the itsy bitsy spider. But,
it's a spider. A nigga wore a Puma shirt with an Adidas beanie. Nigga look like a white superhero named Scuba Stevie.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like some of
that
them
had to be there.
Right. Some of them, it's not that it's like this was trap. Like Scuba Stevie, I laugh at that part every time I watch the battle. I don't think it's like ass. It's just funny. You know,
Scuba
same thing with
Stevie.
it's a spider. Like I can't help but laugh.
No, the Scuba Stevie is ass, and it's
It makes me laugh.
It's a
That's
spider
why
makes that's not trash.
it's not the whack bar of the week. These are just honorable mentions, like stuff that made me laugh.
Yeah,
leading up to the
Nigga look like a white superhero named Scuba Steve.
Scoober. It's the Scoober.
It's the Scuba
Stevie,
part.
I would have been like, whatever. But Scoober Stevie is
right. Like
like
you messed up both names. Like,
Scoober Stevie.
If it was
Scuba
one or the
Stevie.
other, I would have let it slide. Bro.
Right.
Both.
But that's what makes it like funny. Scoober
Right.
Stevie. Like,
I'm on his head. R.P. to Sid, bitches. I bought the way he lived, bitches, with 2 switches. Kept them slipping. Watching friends like, I'll be there for you. Then pow.
Yo.
Right. Like that had to be in there. If you didn't see, I made the remix with the Friends theme intro with the D Money singing the I'll Be There for Yous. You know, now battle's over. I actually, I have respect for D Money. The war's done. I'm not, like going at him or anything. It's just, it was funny. He sang the fucking Friends theme song. I had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, B702 broke it down for us. Yo, I think you're right. It's a scuba diving Uber. Is a scuba.
Damn. So hold on.
Yo, so D Money was on another level with that.
Damn, bro. Actually almost put take a Uber to Cuba. I almost put that in there, but after Emmy explained that one to me, I couldn't. Even though the Oompa Loompa Doopity Doo was fucking amazing. So I couldn't put it in there. But
there we go.
Yeah,
unless it's Pablo.
Week is
unless
needed.
It's Pablo, but not even like.
But these are just honorable mentions. So wait, this is where it really gets good right here, because these are entire schemes that are fucking whack. Check it.
For you, then pow.
Bruh. I'll chuck little man on the ground, pound this hardcore art form of art bars, submitting bitch on some mad
art bars.
What the fuck?
He said a ground pound this art form art bars art bark. Like what the fuck, son? And wait till you see like Lush's face, Dirtbag's face. This clip never gets old to me.
Yo, I remember that hat. This was mad old.
This was this was Battle of the Zay or something.
Yeah. Yo, this dude's fit is ridiculous.
Check this out. It gets better. Actually, 2 schemes from this guy here. So.
Pound this hardcore. I'll chuck little man on the ground, pound this hardcore art form of art bars, submitting bitch on some mad evil shit. I'm a shogun. Are you a little overhyped? I run a tight ship in my force, Griffin killing, ripping G4 apart like C4. Me and my team never slacking on some 24/7 action because we don't quit on Jack, son. What?
Bruh. That whole fucking scheme. He's like, and I get it, he's saying Chuck Liddell, but he's like, I chuck little man on the ground and pound this form of art bars, and like trying to say like art arm bar, I guess. And then he's like, when the forest Griffin, because I like, bro, what? That whole fucking scheme was trash.
Yeah, my bad. I got kicked out for a second on my own stream. I don't know how to fuck
that again, real quick. We're only halfway through. Oh my god, I'm just gonna let it.
Bruh. I'll chuck little man on the ground, pound this hardcore art form of art bars, submitting bitch on some mad evil shit. I'm a shogun. Are you a little overhyped? I run a tight ship in my force, Griffin killing, ripping G4 apart like C4. Me and my team never slacking on some 24/7 action because we don't quit on Jack, son. What?
Bruh.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I got that.
Get him, Pablo.
Get him, bro. Listen to this scheme, bro. I just love the cadence, the way he's like, because if I ground then pound in the mat evil, if you forest Griffin, like he's saying like you can't, every word of the line can't be wordplay. Like I mean, it can, but the way he's like doing the tone as if this line also means this, but he's accentuating every fucking letter of every word to the point now, even if there was wordplay, none of it would like stand out. But also, there's like no other meaning to the shit you're saying.
Right.
And he gets to the end, Jack, son. Like what? When I George Saint Pierre, right? Like if I meet George by that Saint Pierre, then the boat, cause it's like what the fuck, bro? Oh my god, so good.
Lots of aqua. I got that teen hunger. Force this meat wad to shake when I fry steaks and cake bread. When I cake
what?
When I cake bread.
Right. To start the scheme with, I got that teen hunger. This is when I was talking about people just scheming just for the fuck of it. I said a lot to MME. Like it's when like
after Chilla came out.
Right. There was this whole thing. Like I always go to the cereals, like, because when the cheer EO, but this is what I'm talking about. You can't just come and say, I have teen hunger, the aqua force, because if they shake is meat wad, then I'll also fry him. Like,
and what if he shake his meat wad,
right?
What the
fuck? And also, none of that means anything. I got teen hunger. Like, what?
Lots of aqua. I got that teen hunger.
Shaking meat wads is wild.
Force this meat wad to shake when I fry steaks and cake bread. When I cake bread.
When I cake
bread, I'm clean like fucking man.
And he fucking throws the bottle cap down on the ground. He goes, fucking amen. And throws the bottle cap. Look at the faces they're making.
When I cake bread, I'm clean like fucking amen.
This week's winner is...
Let's go. I'm sorry, little kids, but I'm a killer clown today. I could say bullets are gonna spray. I'm from Brooklyn. That's all right.
What?
But let me just say I like to get close and personal with a razor sharp object. But let me just say this. I'm not gonna stab you in the heart. What I'm gonna do is grab a pen, stab you in the neck, puncture your lungs, then slam a blunt object into your stomach.
What?
You should have said into your mom.
Into your stomach and cause internal bleeding. Now, before you die, let me just say this. The reason I call myself Snipes is because I take my time to rhyme. I'm not complicated.
What?
Yeah.
Let me just say this.
Let me just say this.
Fucking amen.
Fucking amen.
It's nasty.
With a razor sharp object. But
that was
hold on, using the other the other ad libs from the other battles in the whack bar of the week clip for the last one, instead of taking stuff from other battles that aren't on, like that was genius.
Yeah, of course I had it, but I want to play this guy's section one time because this has always been one of my favorite battles to go to. I actually played it on my stream last night in full. If you want to see this full battle, the other dude's trash. He's all messed up. He wraps him up. Even Caesar said his opponent looks like Australian Caesar. So if you want to watch that, hilarious. But this part of this scheme, it gets me every fucking time just because of how oddly specific he is, and none of it rhymes. I love it. I fucking love every bit of it. Like Emmy said, the nuances. You got the dog whimpering in the background. The look of the crowd. They're confused as fuck. Everything about it, the way he comes out, he's like, I could do this, but it's okay because I'm from New York. And then he goes, but let me just say this. And he says that a couple times. He says, now let me just say this. Love it. Love it.
Let's go. I'm sorry, little kids, but I'm a killer clown today. I could say bullets are gonna spray. I'm from Brooklyn. That's all right.
What?
Instead of that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Spray, I'm from Brooklyn. That's all right.
I could say bullets are gonna spray. I'm from Brooklyn. That's all right.
What?
But let me just say I like to get close and personal with a razor sharp object. But let me just say this. I'm not gonna stab you in the heart. What I'm gonna do is grab a pen, stab you in the neck, puncture your lungs, then slam a blunt object into your stomach.
What?
You should have said into your mom.
Into your stomach and cause internal bleeding.
No, he should have said a lot of things. He should have said none of that.
Now,
Yeah, I know, but at least it would have
the
rhymed.
reason I call myself Snipes is because I take my time to rhyme. I'm not complicated.
What?
Let me just say this.
Fucking A, man.
It's nasty.
With a razor sharp object. But
So that was the first installment of Wag Bar of the Week.
Very dope. Very, very dope. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. I actually have. I'm gonna send you a bar that you have to use.
I know there's there's some gems that were on the top.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to use them all on the first one. I felt like that.
No, for sure. But you're gonna appreciate the one I send you. But can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you pull up for me?
No.
Well, then, all right.
All right. What is it?
Can you pull up for me? Bruce Leef, Eagle Shadow Fist. So, Bruce Leef has been on fire. He's dropped like 3 tracks in the last week. He's been on fire. And this one's
Pablo in his bag. I mean,
yeah.
Well, that's the thing I was saying about I don't know, man. Something just like clicked for me, especially there was a lot of stuff leading up to the battle and stuff, but just being able to like unload all that like negative energy that I've been like walking around, because you have to like walk around and like hate someone for months kind of. And once that was over, and just a lot of the energies of like, and then I'm kind of like tuned out from a lot of shit in the sector anyway, but it seemed like anytime I would just like pop in to hit the like, it's just like drama, and I'm like, I'm good, bro. Like I'm good with all that. I like laughing and having fun. I'm a very like silly person, if you can tell. So I kind of just decided to go back to that and stop. A lot of my lives would just be like diatribes on stuff that was like aggravating me, and I'm like, I'm always talking about what's aggravating me instead of like doing what I want to do and laugh and have a
because that's what like this show I always wanted it to be, was just to have fun, like
so that's what I've been going back towards, and I feel like the live last night showed that, and just like earlier today putting that clip together. I made that earlier today, that clip we just watched. So I was having fun with it, the singing, the everything. Like, I love that shit. So if y'all rock with it, then if you like it, I love it, So
yep.
So I got that right there if you want to pull that up.
Yeah, I will just in 1 second. So we also have some movie recommendations for y'all. We're gonna do one movie recommendation a week each for y'all, and I actually have 2 this week because
you gonna play this first or what?
Yeah. But I just wanted to say that and you have one?
Yeah, I have a couple too.
Oh, okay. All right. Word. All right. So we got Bruce Leef. Cooking again, Eagle Shadow Fist. Let's go.
Never forget the spider.
Yeah, Loso, what is it? Let us know, bro. DME, salute, brother. Hey, DME, before you play it, DME, we still good for next week? I was gonna hit you up tomorrow. We still good for the 8th at noon?
I don't even see his. Oh, he's up for. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I got him up there.
No,
yeah.
I did like the blades a foot. It's an ice skater. That was fire. I love that bar. I don't know why.
Next Tuesday we good. Y'all heard it here first.
Fire.
Detroit. So yeah, man. So let's run the song, then we'll get into one of the movie recommendations, and then we'll get into one of the stories. We got some shit for y'all tonight.
Right, right. But also, I want to say, Whack Bar of the Week does not pertain only to battle rap. So you might see some songs in there, some rap songs, some non-rap songs. If the bar itself, the bar music is trash, it can and
it could be a
featured.
guitar riff.
Yeah, any bar of music that I think
any
trash
bar
will be featured in Whack Bar of the Week. But this is Bruce Leef, Eagle Shadow Fist. I haven't heard this yet. So
fire.
Snake in the Eagle Shadow.
We must pay homage to
Bruce Leef. Crime syndicate, mind manipulative, mine is infinite, limit, citrus is limitless. At times we sin again, uncivil citizen, living ignorant, looking into bliss. Blind visual images, spirits of dividends, artificial intelligence, money mechanic, candidate, candy camera, following politics, opportunist, open risk. Opera tickets at a mafia banquet, gangsters with anguish, pistols we aim with. I throw bullets like Joe Namath. The game is dangerous. Task force report to the police station. Computer chips used to scan documents. Human cyborgs accomplishment. The elite isn't for the incompetent. Rules and position for dominance. Leaders are the opposite. Point me where the profit lives. Every side hustle is a gig. Chasing cash is obvious. Change magnifying optics. Double the margin. Gas war soldiers are marching, drug lords running the black market. The coroner is holding the carcass. Assault rifle cartridges, nemesis are targeted. Storyline from a Marvel comic, I write marvelous. Grinded through my hardship, feeling like a child born in an orphanage. I give back to the misfortunate. My designer keeps me fresh. God is the architect. Archery used to protect. I'll shoot an arrow through your neck. White collar with spots of burgundy on your chest. I lay where the eagles rest. From the nest, I prey on the dead.
The rebirth. The rebirth is a nature process that the eagle goes through, and it's something that felt very close to heart to me. It's something that it's some difficult changes that I had to make in my life, my personal life, to be able to really live the rest of my life the right way. And for those who don't know, what the eagle does is the eagle lives for 70 years. At the 40-year mark, the eagle loses the sharpness of its beak, the feathers aren't as good, and its talons are weak. So it has a choice. The choice is to die, keep doing what you're doing, living the way you are, or isolate yourself way up in the mountains, smash your beak against a rock till it breaks, wait till it grows back, then pluck your talons out, and then pluck your feathers out, and then stay in isolation till everything grows back. And then when that process is done, then the eagle can live the next 30 years of its life. And that process in nature is called the rebirth for the eagle. And that's something similar that I felt that I went through in my personal life, where I had to sit in isolation and face myself in a way that I never had before. And I had to just pluck away and just be alone for a long time. And now I'm here.
Fire.
Bro. When I heard that, Bruce has been on his shit. Yeah, like 702. So I forgot the name of the song.
Right, and
Bruce everything. But the I See Everything was fire too. But the last three.
You missed the joke.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Bruce has been on his shit, and I said, yeah, Bruce Leef too, because Bruce Franks Jr.
Oh yeah.
Charges.
Yep.
It was a joke. It was a callback.
Yeah, it was a callback. That was a good callback.
Right.
But yo, shout out to Bruce Leef, man, because he's really, really, really been cooking, and I want to see Bruce Leef on the ring.
Yeah, and we got to do a collab for sure.
Oh, yeah. For sure. That's gotta happen.
I keep getting that bag too, you know. That type shit.
You know who would, bro? Him and Midas would have made a fire.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro.
Facts.
Oh man. R.I.P. to Midas.
Do you want to get to the movies now? Or?
Well, let's do one each, and then we'll do another one a little later on in the show.
All right.
So, my first one is a comedy drama. Okay. Pablo, can you pull it up for me? Actually, I can pull it up. So, the movie that I'm talking about is Seven Psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie, I seen it when it first came out, and I just rewatched it. And now both movies that I'm gonna talk about tonight both have one of my favorite actors. Sam Rockwell is in both of these movies. So Seven Psychopaths,
the ones I picked too, which is crazy because we didn't even talk about it. So that just shows how good of an actor Sam Rockwell.
Oh, damn, yo, my bad. I should, because I told you the other one, and then I forgot to tell you this one. Fuck, yeah, because I switched the other one I was gonna do. But yeah, so because I just watched this recently. So now this movie, you can watch it on Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, YouTube. If you have the Primetime subscription, you can watch it on Amazon Prime, Apple TV. Now, this movie, the cast is crazy. Christopher Walken, Sam Rockwell. If you don't know who Sam Rockwell is, you'll know when you see him. Colin Farrell, Woody Harrelson, Tom Waits, Michael Pitt. So there's a lot of great actors in this movie. Now, the movie itself is it's about a writer, and his best friend is kind of a loose cannon, and like just a bunch of crazy shit is happening, and then it all ends up tying into, without I don't want to say too much, but it all ends up tying into like what he's writing in his book, and it's a very, very dark comedy drama, satirical. So it's a great movie. I would probably give it, I would probably give it like a 8 point.
Yeah, I give it like a 7.5 maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Pull it up if you want to have it pulled up.
Yeah, let's pull it up because I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, let's pull it up. So
pull it up.
So yeah, I would probably give it like Rotten Tomatoes has it at an 83%, and I'm not mad at that. And usually I don't agree with a lot of their stuff, but I'm not mad at that. I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10, because of its genre. You know what I mean? As an overall movie, probably a 7.5. But like in its genre, 8 out of 10. But this movie is definitely worth the watch, bro. I'm telling you, it's not too long. It's an hour and 50 minutes, which means it's really an hour and 45 minutes because of the credits. You know what I mean? Right. So it's really like
it's just like a fun movie,
That's exactly right. It's a fun movie, and every actor does very well in this movie. Does exactly what they're supposed to do. So definitely if you get a chance, watch Seven Psychopaths. I might do 3 tonight. We'll see. Because I got 2 other really good ones, but I'm definitely gonna do that other one I told you I was gonna do.
Okay.
Actually, all 3 movie recommendations have Sam Rockwell, which is insane.
All right, well, maybe you should save one of them then.
Yeah, I'm gonna save one.
Because I got a Sam Rockwell movie too.
All right, yeah, that's crazy because I didn't even think of that until after. I was like, wow, all 3 of those movies have Sam Rockwell. All right, so let's go ahead with yours.
Okay, mine.
Unless can we play? Nah, we probably shouldn't play a trailer for 7 seconds.
No. I'm playing no trailers.
But definitely go check out the trailer for that Pablo Piccasso. Salute, brother. Yeah, man. So 7 Psychopaths. Go watch that shit. I promise you will love that movie.
Mine is called, my first one, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. If you've never seen this fucking movie, oh my God. First of all, it's based, I don't want to say based on a true story, because the fact that it is true is actually what is in question about this movie. So
would this come out in like 2000 or something? Or
it's
late
older, maybe
90s?
2002 or something. 2002, yep. So this is
okay,
2002 movie. It's got Drew Barrymore, George Clooney, Julia Roberts, Sam Rockwell. Some things are better left top secret. So the plot of this movie is the guy is actually, Dangerous Minds. So the guy, this is based on the story, the self-proclaimed true story of the guy Chuck Barris, who hosted the dating game and the Gong Show and stuff back in the day.
Yep.
You remember that he'd ask the questions, what's the craziest place you ever made whoopee? That guy.
Yeah. I've seen
Chuck
the movie.
Barris,
I don't know.
so apparently, he wrote a book, and in this book, he said he was an agent for like the CIA. He was a hitman, and that the shows he came up with were to hide the real reasons why, because the people who won, you're shuffling.
We're good now. Good.
The people who won on the dating game, they would win a trip to, like, oh, you want a trip to Hawaii, and Chuck Barris would go with them, which is like weird on its own. Like, why the two people that
Very
win,
weird.
why does the host have to go with them? So apparently he said that the reason the shows themselves were all a front, and then they would send these people to whatever location he was needed to go to take out a target. And it's like the movie shows itself like him hosting the shows, but then also he's meeting up with his handler and stuff, and it's all based on what he said in his book, I think, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. So it's like he's supposedly, and a lot of people have come out against this and said, like, this is absolute batshit insanity. Like, there's no way this is true. But no one's been able to disprove it, and some of it is fucking weird. But the fact that Rockwell, amazing acting, it's like a dark comedy at the same time. It's like it shows him being ridiculous hosting these shows, and then he's like assassinating some like fucking Russian mob boss, and then some like Arab what do they call it? Like a Sikh or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just fucking bonkers. It's one of those movies that the first time I heard of it, I was like, wow, how come I never heard of this movie? And watching it, finding out the story, and go, there's no way. And then looking it up and hearing that that's actually what this guy claimed happened and shit. Like,
right.
Fucking wild. It's a great, enjoyable entertainment watch. Even if none of it was true, it's fucking hilarious. But the fact that it's supposedly based on a true story makes it even fucking better. Cannot recommend this movie enough. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Classic.
Now tell the people where they can find it.
I don't know. You gotta do that.
It tells you. No, it tells you on Google. You can find it on Paramount Plus, YouTube, if you have the Primetime subscription, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Fandango.
But sometimes those are wrong because it will say that, and then you go there, and it's like you need the premium, and you need the. So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
if you have Paramount Plus, then you're good. But if not, but that's what I'm saying. It's YouTube Primetime subscription, Amazon Prime Premium subscription. Yeah, like you have to have that, or Apple TV.
No, I'm sure I watched it on something. I don't know. I think it was on Netflix at one point. I don't know if it still is, but great.
No, when I watched it, it was on Netflix.
Well, this dude can be a hitman in multiple states, and I'm sure they'll figure out how to watch a movie. You know?
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, I mean, y'all can figure out how to. But it's good to tell them because a lot of people have the streaming services, so it's good to tell them so it's easy for them to find. But sometimes they're not updated correctly, but for the most part, they usually are, because that's how I, when I look up movies to watch and stuff, that's how I find out where to watch them. But that even Rotten Tomatoes gave that an 80%, and I'm not mad at that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam Rockwell is a great actor. That's crazy that there was 5 movie recommendations picked, and we weren't going to give all of them tonight. We are going to give 2 each, but 4 of those 5 movies have Sam Rockwell in them. That just goes to show how great.
Top 5 actors of all time. So.
Yeah, and we didn't even discuss this at all. But yeah, right. Sam Rockwell's
picked another one too that had him in it.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's been one of my favorite actors ever since. I don't even remember what movie. I think it's
Green Mile probably was the first one I saw him in, I think.
Well, I didn't see the Green Mile until late, so I think it's the movie that I'm gonna recommend next time. The one that I told you I was gonna recommend first, but I'm gonna save that. The one with Nick Cage too, but I'm gonna save that one. But yeah, that's a great movie as well. But yeah, I think that might have been the first time I maybe not seen him, but like noticed him and was like, damn, this guy's a really good actor. But yeah, he's also in the movie The Babysitter with Jonah Hill, which is a hilarious fucking movie.
Right. What's your second one?
All right. So my second movie recommendation, and can you pull this up, please, is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Texas. Ebbing, whatever.
I got you.
So this movie came out in 2017. The cast is amazing as well. This cast has Frances McDormand, who was in Fargo. She's been in a ton of shit. Sam Rockwell, who is fucking awesome in this movie. Every actor kills it in this movie. This is one of those movies, like when I watched this movie and I was blown away by how good it was. That it's one of those movies to me.
I do gotta say it's very very eclectic, so it's definitely not for everyone.
It's definitely not for everyone, but what I will say is if you're watching it and you feel like, all right, this is a little too slow, I want to turn this off, just watch it to the end. Trust me, because it's worth the payoff. And then if you don't like it, my bad.
Come back and yell at social.
Yeah, you can come back and yell at me. I'll give you your $3 rental fee back. But so this movie also has Woody Harrelson in it, who does an amazing job, as usual. Peter Dinklage, and a bunch of other people. So, and now what this movie is about, it's about this mother who puts up these 3 billboards, and I'm not going to tell you what the billboards say, but the billboards, it's a very small town. The billboards cause a lot of controversy. And then there's a lot of other stuff that happens inside the story, with the other characters that is very, very, very great story, great dialogue, and yeah, it's just very story driven. And so it's this mother whose daughter, do they say at the beginning? I don't know.
I don't remember. I only seen it once. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not a big fan of this movie the one time I saw it, so maybe I gotta rewatch it. For real.
You gotta rewatch it. So I watched this movie the first time I watched it. I actually rewatched it again within the next 48 hours. That's how good.
Billboards equals 10 rackless. Oh my god, pretty much, yeah.
So, so yeah, no, this movie, what is it? Ebbing,
Missouri. Yeah.
Missouri, right? Yeah. So 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. The reason the mother does what she does, and just all the shit that happens in between, and how it ends, it just, to me, is such an amazing story. It's just a great fucking story. Like, I don't know. That's all I can say about it. It's just a great story.
Is it a great story?
Shut the fuck up. So you can find that. Actually, that's kind of hard to find. I don't know why, but it was just on Netflix recently. But anyway, Google Play Movies and TV, Apple TV, Fandango, or Amazon Prime. So
yeah, it's Prime or Amazon, right?
But you know what? I am gonna give my other recommendation at the end of the show, just because it's that's a great movie too. But go ahead with yours, man.
All right. Well, I feel like I tried to pick movies that I feel like people never heard of, or else, like, you know, if I'm recommending you, like, oh, fucking Citizen Kane, it's like, all right, bro, everyone's heard of that. You know what I mean?
Right,
so I pick movies that I know most people never heard of.
That's me.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, and this one, 100% sleeper movie. Most people probably never heard of it. Under the radar. It's like a con man movie. Like, if you like The Sting, if you like grifters, like setting up cons, like you know,
love this thing.
Yeah, like Ocean's 11 type shit, only like good. Like
yeah.
You know what I mean? A crew of grifters, like con men, you know. So this movie is called Confidence. Get it? Con men, confidence.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember the first time I seen it. It was made 2003. I think it was like directed by Edward Burns or something.
Yeah, and he's in it. That's all I remember about the movie, but I remember it being very good.
Yeah, it's got Edward Burns,
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah,
go ahead. My bad.
I know, this is my recommendation.
My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just fucking. So it's Edward Burns, Rachel Weisz, Andy Garcia, Dustin Hoffman, Paul Giamatti, the dad from Grounded for Life or whatever, the dude that's in like fucking Blade 1 and shit. You know him if you've seen him. Great fucking cast. It does have
great
like
cast.
I don't want to say like a low budget look, but it's like not like super fancy and shit. Like, you could tell it was made it's got like a Reservoir Dogs type of feel to it. You know what I mean? It's not like over the top super it's not like a blockbuster Hollywood, you know.
Right.
It's a fun movie. Like, you know, if you're watching it and you're like, oh, this is like a little cheesy at parts or whatever, like it might be a little cheesy at parts, but it's a fun watch. It's just like, you know, like some of the character choices and stuff, like it's just fun. It's like, it's one of those like who's playing who type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, as you're watching it, you're like, oh, who's getting over on who type of shit.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that because I haven't seen it in a while.
Great. I just rewatched it recently. I seen it a couple of years ago and I was like, how come I never heard of this? This is crazy. And then I rewatched it recently. Definitely holds up. Good movie, great cast. Even the dude in the beginning that you're like, oh, it's that guy. Oh, it's that. Like, there's a lot of, oh, it's that guy. You know, you might not know their name, but you've seen them. Like, Morris Chestnut is in it. And
right.
So, yeah, great cast. It's definitely like, you know, it kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you guessing on who's playing who's like getting the con over type of shit. And then like when it's like does the like reveal of how people did certain things and shit, it's just one of those fun movies, you know. If you're not looking to dive, so if you're in like a serious mood and you're looking for like a good, you know, oh, the great story, like the, you know, go with like a 3 billboards. If you're in a mood where you just like, you want to have a fun time watching the movie and you don't need to be paying super close attention type of shit and just like throw it on, like this is one of that type of movie, you know. It's got some action. It's not like super like it's not like a rom-com, and it's not like super like cheesy. It's like it's got a little bit of everything. You could even like convince your girl to probably watch it with you. You know what I mean? It's one of those movies you're like, oh look, it's got this guy and it's got this dude. It's a, you know, you could convince her like, oh look, it's got this chick and it's kind of like a love story, even though it's like not. You know what I mean? It's one of those movies you could probably get your girl to watch with you, and it's just a fun time, you know. So definitely,
yeah. Definitely got to rewatch that myself. I appreciate you bringing both of those up because both...
I had other ones, but I feel like these are two just like fun movies. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind and Confidence are just like fun movies. This one you could definitely find. It says like Pluto on Tubi. Like you could find it on free streaming services. Absolutely, if you just type it in, it will come
and that's why I did Seven Psychopaths, because I'm like, this is a dark comedy, you know, drama movie, which, and also a little bit of action. Like it's, you know, that I wanted to, because that's kind of like a ride, you know. But yeah, no, great recommendations.
Morris Chestnut, and
because I
Tom, you'd know him.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if there's a picture of him.
He was in that movie, The Wood.
Yeah, he's this guy. Hold on, ready?
He's in a bunch of Tyler Perry movies, probably.
A bunch of shit. Morris Chestnut. Yeah, he's in fucking Under Siege. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's in mad shit.
Yeah, Rosewood. When the Bow Breaks. Yeah, he's in like The Perfect Guy. He's in all those type of fucking movies.
Yeah, Loso knows who he is. But yeah. I'm glad you brought up both of those movies, because I definitely need to rewatch both of those. And you should definitely rewatch Three Billboards, because I promise you will like that movie.
I had a more sleeper like indie thriller, but I figured fuck it, since this is more of like a silly episode. I figured fuck it.
Now should I just do the last movie recommendation now, or should I save it for then?
Yeah, if you're gonna do it on this episode, you might as well just say it.
All right. So this next movie is another fun movie. That's the word that comes to mind when I think of this movie. It's just very fun. It's funny. So this movie is called Matchstick Men. And Pablo, let me see. I gotta pull it. Did you pull it up?
I can.
Yeah, please. So Matchstick Men. Oh wow, Rotten Tomatoes gave this an 83 too. You're finally getting some shit right, you fuckers.
Another 2003.
Yeah, another 2003. Now this movie, man, like I know people sleep on Nicolas Cage and think he's like a one-trick pony and all that, whatever. I don't like that aside. This is a great fucking movie, and it's Nick Cage and Sam Rockwell. And they're a team. They're
con
so
men.
Yeah, they're con men. So what?
Pull it up. I got it at the bottom, man.
Yeah, so they're con men, right? But Nicolas Cage has this what would you call it?
Like Tourette's kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of like Tourette's, and so he needs this medication for it. And if he goes too long without having it, he starts like, you know, seeing double and shit like that, and just acting. So he needs those pills to be normal. But this movie is fucking hilarious. It's a fun movie. I love everything.
Rockwell is like the cool young guy, and then Nicolas Cage is the batshit crazy, not like super over the top, but brilliantly like, hey, have you ever been dragged through the parking lot and beaten till you pissed blood?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy in this movie.
Right.
But yeah, man. So that is another movie that I highly recommend. So all 5 movies that we now, it's not going to be 5 every week. It's probably going to be 1 from each of us, maybe 2 from each of us. But it's not going to be, you know, a bunch of fucking movies thrown at you at once. But This is it says comedy thriller. Yeah, yeah.
You see the cover.
Oh yeah, hold on. My bad, because I was looking at it on Google. So yeah, so that's the cover, and you can find this on Amazon Prime, YouTube,
Roku too. Roku.
yeah, Fandango, Apple TV, or you can find it for free somewhere else, you know what I mean? But it's definitely worth a watch. So Matchstick Man, that was gonna be my original recommendation when we were only gonna do one each. That was my first recommendation, and then I thought of Three Billboards, and I was like, that's a movie that could be hit or miss for people, but I feel like if people can get through that movie, they'll appreciate it. It's not like it's
Matchstick Man is a much better universal recommendation.
Oh, for sure. No, I agree. But no, a lot of people might be able to relate to certain shit and Three Billboards. I don't know. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. If you're into story, like if you're into storytelling and story driven movies, then you're gonna love this movie. Three Billboards, but Matchstick Men and Seven Psychopaths, fun thrill rides, great fucking movies, hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Social and Pablo's movie recommendations of the week. Hope y'all watch at least one or two of them. And if not, that's cool. Innovate, salute, brother. Miss Vicious, salute. Halloween decoration break. Yeah. We're gonna so next week we got DME Detroit on no unscripted logic on Monday. Next week it's gonna be Tuesday at noon, DME Detroit, and then the following week we're gonna have a Halloween episode, which is gonna be dope. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
Yo,
so,
tell me real quick, do I sound better right now or right now?
You sounded better the first time. You're too loud right now. You sounded fine.
All right, so this sounds better.
Yeah, but now it sounds like the mic's in your mouth for some reason.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. Salute,
all right.
salute, everybody. So, I want to tell the story.
Jess, salute. Innovate. Yes, let's go.
This is my favorite heist in American history. Now I'm sure all of you have heard of DB Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of relates to that, but okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you the story kind of in Tarantino fashion, and I'm not gonna tell you the title of the story first. So this is a armored car heist that happened on this day, September 30th, 2008.
In Boston?
No.
Oh, this is a different
out near
one.
Seattle. It's like Washington or something.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I'm going to tell you right now, most people have never heard of this. You probably never heard this.
I haven't.
So today is the anniversary, September 30th, 2008. One of the most unique bank robberies in Washington state history. This made national news at the time. It was an insane mystery. Now, some say this mystery is solved, and I would tend to incur. But, so, I'm trying to think of where to start. So, 11 a.m., September 30th, about a dozen men show up at a prearranged meet time, all dressed the same. They're at a Bank of America. There's 12 people, all dressed like they're there to do landscaping. They all have masks on and glasses and the full getup. Now, an armored car pulls up around I think it's around 11 a.m. Armored car pulls up. All of a sudden, one of these construction workers that was just spraying the lawn drops it, runs up at the armored car, robs it before anyone knows what the fuck's going on. This person takes off with estimated $400,000 in cash, beelines it to the woods. Now, by the time anyone actually figures out what the fuck is going on, they get dogs to track where he went in the woods. They go there. It follows a path to a creek, and they don't find anything. For the first hour, the cops are out there holding their dicks, going, where the fuck did this guy go? They couldn't figure it out. So they do wind up finding a few items, and I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet. So flashback, a few days before this, they come to find out there was a Craigslist ad that someone put up. Said, construction workers needed. If you have experience, must have construction grade mask, must have eyeglasses, must have gloves, must have uniform. So someone put out this Craigslist ad to make sure that they had 11 other workers all dressed the same as them at this spot right by the Bank of America, so they could also show up dressed like that and make their move when it was time to go. So then you have 11 decoys, which was fucking brilliant. So the more they start to investigate, they find this Craigslist ad and shit. They're like, oh my God, what the fuck? So then randomly, this homeless guy calls the police and says, I found a robbery kit. You guys might want to come down and check this out. Now, at first, the cops don't even rush down there. This is like a week after the crime happened. This dude finds this quote unquote robbery kit by this dumpster. The cops don't rush to go there. He brings it to this other guy separately. They call the police. While he's sitting there waiting with the items, because this guy knows he's homeless, so he was like digging through shit, you know. He touched it, so now he knows his fingerprints are on this shit. He calls the police. While he's waiting for them to come back, a silver SUV pulls up, jumps out, goes over to the items, and starts grabbing it. Now, this guy tells him, hey, bro, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. I just called the cops. They're coming down to grab that. The guy says, well, why'd you do that? Grabs the items, hops in the car, and leaves. This homeless guy writes down the license plate. The cops hear this story. They're a little intrigued. They're like, well, this guy is homeless. He lives under this bridge. But they track down the license plate. Now, the license plate belongs to this woman. And they know that it was a man who did the robbery. So they're like, okay, let's look into this lady. They start looking into the lady. Well, the lady's got a husband, right? They start looking into the husband. They find out this dude's like this couple was known in the town. They were very well known. This guy's dad was like a football player on the Ohio State team and shit till an injury. So they were like kind of prominent figures, socialites, if you will. And this guy, because of this injury, he got into drugs. And the drug problem, he lost a lot of money. So he was like in debt. So he spent a long time putting together this wonderfully planned heist that, if you ask me, was actually perfectly executed. It's just he shouldn't have left a bag full of items laying around. But they start to put it together, right? Now I'm going to go back and tell you what those items were that they found at the creek. So after the scent dogs tracked them, the guy went into these woods. They followed him to the end of the forest, and it was just water, and they didn't really find anything. But like a half mile down the creek, they found a tube, an inner tube, and a walkie-talkie. And they figured out this guy, his escape plan for this heist, he had a tube waiting. And this motherfucker got 11 decoys from Craigslist
That's
to
amazing.
come down And first of all, it's like, bro, a Bank of America. I don't know how much landscaping there is to do at a Bank of America. Anyway, usually there's like 3 shrubs. So the fact that would stand out to me right away. But you got 12 motherfuckers in full get-ups. They got the yellow, orange. They got fucking glasses on. They got fucking the masks, everything. So I said DB Cooper at the beginning because this man was dubbed DB Tuber because this motherfucker used a tube as his getaway vehicle. He ran up the street through the woods, had a tube waiting. He got on the radio. He had 2 accomplices. He said, yo, over and out. Blah, I got the 400,000. I'm coming downstream now. So they pulled up the car half a block down. He floated down the stream effortlessly with $400,000, hopped off the tube, got in the car, and made it out. He got away with it. He got away with this robbery for months on a tube. And the only reason he got caught is because those items were left behind and that homeless guy that called it in. And not even called it in because he got caught because he came back for the items.
Right.
If he didn't come back, that guy wouldn't have wrote down the license plate and they never would have even assumed it was this guy. And even when they did finally find out, it was this guy, Anthony Curio. And the only reason, that was the only reason they were able to even tie him to it is because of the license plate. But even then, they had no evidence against him. They had to follow him around and wait till he threw out chewing. He was spitting in this bottle with chewing tobacco. They had to take that, run the DNA evidence, and it was a match to DNA they found under the mask. So this guy, he winds up getting convicted. They find out his wife had nothing to do with it, but he did have 2 accomplices. Now, for some reason, the accomplices were never charged in this crime. I don't know if it's because this dude took a deal, and there's been a lot of talk about it since, about why these other accomplices weren't charged. He had one guy that owned a warehouse to stash the money, and he had a getaway driver. He planned this meticulously for months, and if you ask me, the actual robbery went off without a hitch. It was just the after effects. If you have a dude that has a warehouse, I don't know why you're just willy-nilly throwing the wig and the glasses and mask away all willy-nilly like that. You should have burned it or something like that. But so this guy, he goes to jail, he gets clean, and now he writes children's books. He's actually a famous author.
What the fuck?
And the homeless guy that called it in, he was at the time, he was begging on the street for money. And this was right when the recession hit, 2008. So, no one was really giving money to homeless people. So he was just trying to get enough money to go back to see his kids in a different state. And miraculously, happy ending for all, this guy winds up reuniting with his family. Dude got arrested. His cohorts didn't get charged. He went down, but he got clean, and now he's a best-selling author. So that is my favorite story, is what they call DB Tuber. And it's the anniversary today, so I thought it was only right to bring it to Unscripted.
That was a hell of a story. I like the name, too.
Which I didn't want to tell you at first, because if you tell them DB Tuber up front, then okay, use the tube to get away.
Right. Damn,
I was actually gonna tell them when we were talking about the spies and shit. That came to my mind, and I was like, oh, I forgot. So I was gonna bring it up the next episode. But then when I looked it up today, just to refresh my memory on some of the details, I was like, oh wait, that happened today, September 30th, 2008. I'm like, that's crazy. So I felt like it was only right to bring it on today's episode.
Yeah. Shout out to that. Great story.
Now, you had a story you wanted to tell, didn't you?
Yeah. So, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, there's so much to the story that I'm like, I don't think I should tell the beginning of it. Like, I don't think I should tell. But that's like the best part. I don't know.
Well, we don't
So
have, if you want to do it on a different stream or something. I feel like you
yeah,
should know half of the story.
I know. It's a good one too. So yeah, we're gonna save this one. We're gonna save this one. We're gonna save this one.
I mean, I have another one kind of we can go into, or
All right, I might tell it later. I'm gonna think about it.
So
because I got another one I can tell too, probably. So
well, this is kind of ties in also. Not necessarily a movie recommendation, but there is a show based on this story. So kind of a recommendation for a show also while I tell you this story. If you've never seen it, it's called Blackbird and it's fucking amazing. So this is a true story. It was actually, there was like a documentary about it years ago that I saw first. And then recently there was a show made of it with actors that I love. So it's a great acted show and the story's fucking insane. So I think it's like the 90s, right? This dude, so yeah, this dude was like, ironically, another football player. I don't know what it is about washed up semi-pro football players that get injuries that just want to commit crime. But so this guy was like, semi-big in the, semi-pro football player. I think he winds up getting hurt. Anyway, he's because his dad's a cop and he's a drug dealer. He sells drugs and he winds up becoming like one of the biggest drug dealers in the area. Now, I don't know if someone ratted him out, someone turned him in. He winds up getting arrested for a fuckload of drugs. He had automatic weapons. He had, CTE. Right, exactly. That's probably what it really is. This is the 90s. So at the time, motherfuckers didn't know what CTE was. They're like, oh,
true.
CTE, sell me some. They thought it was like another. They thought CTE was a street drug. So, this motherfucker, he gets caught with automatic weapons, I think silencers. He had fucking kilograms of multiple different drugs. He had pills, all kinds of shit. So this dude smoked, right? He's going down and he knows it. His dad's a cop. He thinks, oh, if I get a good lawyer, and he thinks they can try to get him down to something. His dad convinces him to go to trial. He gets smoked. He gets like 15 years or something. So he's pissed off. He's sitting in jail. His dad's like failing health and shit. They're coming to see him. But so all of a sudden, the police, this one chick that arrested him, comes to see him one day when he's in jail. And he's like, the fuck do you want, bitch? Like, you fucking put me in here for 15 years. Now they approach him with this idea. And at first he's like, go fuck yourself. Basically, they want him to transfer prisons, not let anyone know why he's there. And they want him to cozy up next to this suspected serial killer. Now, the killer is already in jail on one crime, but they think he's committed a lot more. So he's like known for killing little girls, basically. And it's the story of that dude is crazy because supposedly this dude was like a serial confessor. He would confess to murders all the time. And the fucking local police were just like, well, that's Larry. Larry just does that. Larry, he just confesses to murders he didn't do. So for years, this motherfucker would tell like details of murders that he said he did. And they were just like, oh, he's crazy, fucking Larry.
Yeah,
crazy
Larry.
Eventually, one detective with his head out of his ass, like from another bureau, is investigating a different murder and links it to Larry. So he's in jail awaiting trial on that murder. But they don't have a body. And they don't have a body for a lot of the other ones. They're suspected murders, and they suspect that he did it because this dude was like a Civil War reenactor. And American Revolution. So he goes like state to state to do these reenactments, and they looked at the dates of the reenactments, and every time he went to a state from one of them, like a girl would go missing. So they knew it was him. They just needed him to confess, and they knew that he was a weirdo and like a liar when it came to police. So, and just something about this guy, the drug dealer dude, he was very like popular. He was like charismatic. So they just felt like he was the right pick. Like so they approach him and they say, listen, you're doing 15 right now. Or 20, I think it was like 20 years or something. They're like, bro, if you do this for us, if you get a confession or information leading to one of the bodies, like you could walk out that door like the next day type shit. And he's like, word? You know, he's only been there like maybe 6 months, like a year at this point. He's thinking, he's like, do I keep my head down, just do my time? He's like, if they find out that I'm a rat in this prison, like I'm donezo, you know, it's over for me. So only like 2 people knew. Even the warden of the new prison didn't know, because this is the 90s. So it was a lot of like corruption in this jail, you know. So the COs are like in with the gangs and shit. So if someone finds out you're a snitch, like it's over. So he, you know, contemplates that he winds up taking the deal. They transfer him to a way shittier prison. So that's the other thing. He has to knowing and willingly go into a shittier prison with this shit on his jacket, knowing that someone could find out and it would get bad, with corrupt CEOs and all this shit. So he's dealing with a fuck ton of shit. Also, he has to get buddy with the serial killer weirdo, but also he knows that he can't just rush into it. He can't get there the first day and be like, yo, what's up, Larry? Yo, you kill those girls? Like, he has to slowly and methodically build up this guy's trust in him. You know what I'm saying? So he takes months. He has to take months and months of living in this hellhole. The name of the show is called Blackbird. It's like a series. I'm trying to remember. It's on like Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that.
Amazing. If you haven't seen Blackbird, definitely watch it. Like
yeah,
I said, the story itself, I watched the documentary on it years ago. Even the documentary is fire. I think it's called Superman or something. I forget what the fuck it's called. But yeah, the show is amazing. The actors are incredible. The guy who plays the killer is that Walter Hauser guy that's in the guy that plays Richard Jewell and shit. It's that guy.
Yes,
Taron Egerton is the kid, the drug dealer kid. It's fucking amazing. I don't want to tell you the whole thing because I don't want to like ruin it for you. All you need to know is that this guy gets a deal. He has to like, you know, befriend this supposed serial killer. Meanwhile, the police are out. Greg Kinnear plays the lead detective and shit. So he's trying to find evidence that links it. This dude to the murders. Meanwhile, this guy's a fucking like lunatic, and he's like playing mind games with him and shit to see if he can trust this dude. And it gets fucking wild. It's very well directed, very well acted. The legit story is fucking crazy. So it's basically like I think it's like 8 episodes. They're like 50 minutes a piece or something like that. Definitely. So it's a kind of a combination of a show recommendation / a great story. So I will leave it at this: is that how do I say without ruining? There is a resolution at the end, but it may not be the type of resolution that you think it would be. That's what I'll say. So
that's fire.
Definitely Blackbird. If you've never seen it, I can't recommend enough. Great fucking show.
Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that too. Yeah, I saw it on my shit, and I was like, I put it on my list. I was like, I definitely gotta watch that. But
so that's just the overall premise. Like some of the stuff, you know, the first episode, obviously, it's like this guy, he's like free and selling drugs and stuff. So I think by the end of like the first episode, you'll see like most of what I was saying like kind of happens, but it's more the intricacies, the chemistry between the actors, the way the jail scenes between them talking, like him, you know, the buddy shit. And you can tell there's parts where this dude is genuinely like disgusted by this guy, but he has to fake it and smile and laugh at him and go, oh yeah, no, I get it, I get what you mean. Like, while he's talking about like, yeah, you ever get turned on by little girls and shit? And he's like, oh yeah, all the time. Like, he has to just fake it, hide his disgust, because he knows this is my ticket to freedom. This is my ticket to freedom. I can't show that I'm fucking disgusted by this guy's presence. Like, it's fucking, it just like watching it, you're like pulling your hair out going, I couldn't imagine being this guy in this situation, in this hellhole, knowing you kind of, because in the other jail, he had it made. He was like running shit. He was like getting Playboys sent in, and he was like trading it to other people. He had like commissary stocked up. Like, he was like shaking and moving, and he was like a top dog, and like it was like easy living in the one place. So he had to trade that in for a fucking hellhole, you know? And it's like, it's like it's so like internally antagonizing while you're watching it, but it's like, oh my god, like, bro.
All right, later.
I appreciate.
Go watch
if I sold it on you that well, then
absolutely,
I appreciate
but
it. So.
Innovate, man. Salute to you, Loso. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night and enjoy. Enjoy the show. I'm gonna watch it too. Innovate. So if you weren't in here a few minutes ago, we just recommended 5 really great movies, and I know you would like at least 3 of them. So definitely rewind and definitely just rewind and you'll see we got some good movie recommendations. We're gonna start doing some every week, so you'll definitely get some. Absolutely. Loso, have a good night, man. You and the wifey. For sure. Yeah, Innovate. Definitely watch back. We gave 5 great movie recommendations, bro. We're gonna start giving movie recommendations every week, because Pablo and I have seen a lot of great movies that are like not very well known, or just underrated, that have great cast, great stories, well directed. Yeah. So and I think probably throughout October, most of my movie recommendations will be some type of horror movie. But I only like certain types of horror movies. I love horror movies, but only certain types. But I love a lot of them. It's weird. You'll see once you hear my recommendations and when we talk about it and have the Halloween episodes, because those are gonna be dope as fuck. Not on some witchcraft shit, just on a fucking surface level, reminiscent about trick-or-treating, the difference between trick-or-treat now and how it was when we were kids type shit. Like, just, and me personally, I love everything about Halloween, like the decorations. I love watching the movies. I love the fall feel. Like, I love everything about it. So I can't wait to talk about that shit. But yeah, man. So, fuck it. I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it. Fuck it. I'm gonna tell it. So when I was 15, even starting back when I was 14, I had been getting into a lot of trouble. So I was in court a lot. And every time the judge would see me, because I would be in there for serious things. Like I never got arrested for I never even got arrested for weed. They never found me with weed, nothing like that. So like I was always smart about like when I was selling drugs and shit like that. Never got caught. But I used to always get caught for fighting, and so I would catch these assault charges, and I would always go to court, and just other dumb shit. So the judge was mad cool. He didn't like the police department that the town we lived in, because they were so petty, and when it came to teenagers. I literally heard him in the courtroom one time be like, if you bring one more kid in here for smoking a cigarette, like he was so mad, because it's like every day they have like 5 fucking teenagers in there for smoking cigarettes. half of them are 17.
Right.
But anyway,
we got pulled over one day. Like she said, she spotted me. I was in the back seat, like a fucking 900 feet away. She said, I saw him smoking a butt and I knew him from school that he wasn't. First of all, I wasn't smoking, but they just make shit up to pull you over. It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, all the time, especially in this town and especially with us. So I was like, I had a huge target on my back with the police always, but so I came into a unlimited supply of Klonopins when I was 15, like unlimited. And I'm 15. I know, like, okay, these get you fucked up, but like, I don't really know much about them, like I don't know. So anyway, I'm taking a bunch of them. I'm blacking out every day, whatever. There was this other kid at school selling them, and he was selling them $5 a piece. And then he would be like, oh, if you pay $7, I'll give you a booster. Like, I don't know what the fuck a booster was, but I was giving people like handfuls for like $10, $5, whatever they had in their pocket, like for real. And just trying to get rid of it, like, as early and as quick as possible. And I was making so much money, and I ended up literally having like 85% of the school loaded on Klonopins every day. So one day I'm in the library, and I'm with two of my buddies, and I'm all fucked up, and this was like probably like this was the first week that of me like starting to take them and starting to sell them and stuff like that. So I like handed my buddies a couple under the table in the library, and there was this girl sitting over, and she was a senior, and she was watching us, and my buddy was like, yo, that girl over there's a rat. He's like, take this safety pin and go safety pin that into the inside of your boxers. So now I had the classroom that I was in, because I wasn't allowed to be in the classroom with regular kids because I was fucking crazy and teachers couldn't handle me. So I had to be in the room for crazy people. And so I went into the bathroom, and I safety pinned it to the inside of my boxers, because we had our own bathroom inside of our room. So I go in the bathroom, I put it on the inside of my boxes. I come out of the bathroom, and there's the principal, the vice principal, the school officer, and another officer. So they're like, come with us, take your bag. And so I'm stumbling out of I'm so fucked up, like, because I don't know, like, you take one of those things and you're fucking, stumbling and shit. I took like 6 that day, so I'm like falling all over the place. And anyway, so the police, their office was like up this ramp that goes up, and then it turns and goes up again. And bro, I had such a hard time getting up this ramp, and the cop keeps saying, like, you sure you didn't take anything, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So he searches me, finds nothing. He's pressing me. He's like, I know you took something, and I'm like, whatever, man, fuck you. Like, I didn't take shit. I don't have shit. You don't got shit. Like, and just being cocky as fuck, because that's what that shit does to you. It just like gives you the ultimate like you just don't give a fuck, and you literally like black out because of this shit. I'm not proud of this. This is not something that I'm glorifying, but it happened. So so one day, I don't even remember how long I was selling them for, but it was definitely at least a few months, and I made a ton of money. And one day I sold them to a couple of girls, and I didn't even want to, but I had 4 left, and I was like, I need to get rid of them because they're on me. They're searching me every single day. So I was like, all right, here's 2 each. Do not take more than a half one at a time, whatever. Telling them be safe with them. Don't drink with it. Like, be careful type shit. So, again, a senior fucking douchebag seen it and he ratted. So, now I have no more on me. So I get pulled into the office. They search me. They find nothing, but they brought the 2 girls in, and the 2 girls, he said, you know, did he sell these to you? And they were both like, yeah. And he had the 4 of them on the corner of his desk, the principal, and I'm sitting in the chair in front of his desk, and he's looking at the girls. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be slick, right? And grab these pills, and because I don't have anything on me, so they have nothing. They really can't prove that I sold them to these girls because there was no cameras in schools back then. There was nothing. But my dumb ass, I'm so fucked up. In my mind, I'm smiling and everything. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna snatch those pills right off that desk and just throw them in my mouth, and then they got absolutely nothing. So I fucking reached for, bro. I totally missed the desk. My depth perception was so off. I totally missed the desk and fell fucking. So, so this all leads up to something. So, anyway, before this, I got sidetracked, but so rewind a little bit. Before this, every time I seen the judge, I was in there for serious things, and he would always tell me, like, Matt, one more time, you're getting 1 year minimum. That's it. Like, 1 year minimum. And the juvenile facilities in Concord, no fucking joke. And luckily, I didn't get sent to YDSU because apparently, like, there's huge, like, lawsuits and all this other type of shit. So, but anyway, I went to this other place, and I was there for fucking 6 months. But so the judge was telling me, you're gonna be there, you're getting locked up for a year, da 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 da. So, but every time I went, I always ended up somehow getting off, you know, fucking weaseling my way out. Well, this time, so what ended up happening was when those girls ratted me out. Well, when that dude ratted us out, and then those girls, you know, said that I sold them to them, I got expelled from school for the 3rd time. But I got expelled from school, and so I was grounded, you know, obviously. So I can't leave my room. Like, I can't leave my room, you know, except to, like, go to work with my dad or do something, like, whatever. So one night, my buddy calls me, and I don't even know how I got a hold of the phone. I don't even know how. Actually, no. Okay, so that's right. So he didn't. I didn't even talk to him. So now it's snowing outside, and it's gonna be a blizzard, but you know, it's just coming down a little bit right now. So my room, the window was like level with the ground, so it was like a basement. It wasn't a basement room, like, it was just that, I don't know, that's just the way the house, there was no basement, that's just the way the house was set up. But anyway, so my window was there, so I hear a tap on my window, and I open up the window, and it's my buddy, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yo, you want to come to a party with me? And I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm grounded. I'm like, I'm grounded for, like, ever. Like, I don't even know. So he's like, come on, man. So I went. I snuck out my window because I had done it before. Snuck out my window, you know, went and smoked weed, went and did whatever, and came back. Didn't get caught, whatever. My dad was sleeping. So I left. I went to this party. Now, things at this party didn't go well. It was me and just my buddy, and then it was a bunch of other people that didn't get along with us, and I'm in the grade below them. So and a couple of them were even 2 grades above me. But so I go to this party, and it's a duplex. Everyone's on one side of the house. We're on the other side of the house. Well, my buddy is super fucking drunk, and I took so many Klonopins that day because I was just in my room, like, while I was grounded in I was eating so many a day. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say the number, but it was more than 25, like a good amount more than that. It was, yeah. So it was more than 30. I'll say that. So, and I was so used to them at this point that I wasn't even blacking out anymore. Like, I was getting fucked up, but not even to the point where I was stumbling, mumbling. Like, I had just been taking them so often and for so long at that time. But so when I go to this party, I'm fucked up, but I'm not like completely fucked up. My buddy is smashed, and I knew he had taken a couple Klonopins too. So, and he drank a whole fucking bottle of vodka, whole gallon of vodka by himself, and then decides to go over to the next house and tell everyone over there that they're all pussies because they're drinking light beer and they should be drinking this vodka, and the vodka bottle was empty. Like, it was crazy. All this crazy shit happened. So anyway, we go back over to the other side. My buddy gets into an argument with this girl. He leaves. He starts walking. It's a fucking blizzard outside. She is hammered, so she's definitely not driving. And she's like, "Oh, will you take my car and go pick him up?" I'm like, I don't have a license, I'm whatever. So, but I took the keys. I didn't want to leave him walking in the fucking blizzard. So I went and I picked him up, and it was such a bad fucking blizzard, bro. I didn't know, like, I had only driven a few times. It was crazy. So I was like, I couldn't figure out how to get the window. I mean, get the door unlocked. So he had to hop in through the window. And so then we drive up, we turn around, and we end up getting like stuck. But then we get it unstuck, and they come another car, somebody from the party came and like followed us. And I don't know what they were trying to do, but my buddy jumps in the driver's seat and starts driving, almost leaves me there. And then I'm like running after the car, yelling. Finally he stops. I get in the car. We get back to the house. The cops are there, right? But so when we get back to the house, there was one cop car there, I think. And then as soon as we pulled in, like 3 more cop cars pulled up because the police station was right there. And the other people came outside and they were trying to fight us. It was like 30 of them, and it was just 2 of us. And we were ready to fight. And the cops were saying that they were going to let it happen and all this wild shit. So we were ready to fight all these motherfuckers. But then the cops finally, they put my buddy in handcuffs. They beat the dog shit out of him. Like, they pounded his face against the fucking hood of that car so many times, and his head was bouncing off the hood of the car. This shit was fucking wild. They did it like 8-9 times. Like, it was bad. His whole side of his face was fucking, it was bad. But they were kicking him while he was on the ground, all types of crazy shit. So then they were arresting me, and I'm like, what the fuck am I being arrested for? They're like, stolen car. So this bitch, because she didn't want, I don't know why. Because her reason, she like, I don't know, like I guess the only thing she could have said was like, or her only reason for not, I don't know why she wasn't just honest and said I was too drunk, so I had him drive. I didn't know he didn't have a license or whatever. I don't know, but she said I stole the car. Did not steal the car. She handed me the keys. So when I go to court, the judge says, you know, Matt, I don't know what to do with you. I'm gonna leave this one up to your parents. And my dad didn't want to do it, but my stepmom was quick to be like, take him. So I got locked up. I was innocent, right? So I'm in this place. I'm wearing an orange jumpsuit, locked up most of the day type shit. There was one little common area. We got to play basketball every once in a while, but it was really like, it was crazy. I was in there on my birthday. I was in there on Easter. I was in there on 420. But so I'm in there innocent, right? And now one of the guards, just to wrap up the story, one of the guards, because this shit comes full circle. So one of the guards that worked there also was like a cheerleader, like teacher or whatever the fuck they call those people. So she wanted to play a cheerleading competition tape. And I said, and the girl that said I stole her car was a cheerleader. So I'm like, yo, is this contain this school and whatever? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, nah, we can't play this. And so she pops it in, whatever. First, not just the first town to come out, but the first girl to come out was the girl who got me. I made a huge fuss about it. I'm like, no. She's the reason I'm here. I should not have to fucking sit through this. They did end up taking the tape out because the higher ups agreed with me that I shouldn't have to fucking watch this bitch have fun while, you know what I mean, while I'm in there. But so yeah, man, your boy was fucking crazy. And then when I got out of lockup, to be continued.
Right. I was gonna say
there's so much. Pablo knows there's so much more. So much more. But that's just a little. I tried to give as much detail as possible so it would be, a good story. But yeah, man, there was so much more after that. And to be honest with you, I didn't know how to handle shit when I was a teen, but like as soon as I turned 18 years old and had to defend myself in a real case, I won. And that case, I would have definitely went to jail if I lost 100%. Right. So, and I'll tell that story definitely on another stream. But yeah, like I said, to be continued. So yeah, good story.
Yeah, definitely a good story. So, have you heard anything about this CSAC licensing stuff with YouTube at all? I know.
No.
It's basically like it's like a like ASCAP and shit. It's basically like one of those. Only it's for like
I got sent
Southern European something artists collective or something.
I got an email about it. Yeah, I did.
Right. So apparently, YouTube, they license yada yada. So like 1 million songs have been not like taken down from YouTube, but banned in America. Now these include like Adele, Nirvana, fucking Post Malone, like a lot of artists you could think of. Now I understand the whole thing of licensing music, right? Yeah. And because without licensing, it's like you got to make sure the proper artists are, you know, rewarded their money for whatever. But what I don't understand is I guess they couldn't, like the agreement they had like ran up or whatever, and then they're like coming to terms with a new agreement, but they weren't able to. So what I don't understand is why it's only banned in America. If it's a licensing issue, why can someone in a different country watch the same music?
Right.
The artist, if it's about the artist, making sure the artist get the money for it. I don't understand why it's only banned in America.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because it's not even an American company. It's Southern Europe.
Well, that was like I mean, kind of like in the same breath as like our episode with Major Internet, where it was a ban from the US, but it was blocked in certain countries.
Right.
Like that wasn't the US.
It's fucking weird, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I understand
Hip hop reactions. What up?
Kinda.
Salute.
But it's just like, what up? It's like, do I call him Rap Ref still? Hip hop.
Oh, is that Rap Ref?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I know.
I was like, they got a wrench, but
the Andre.
Oh yeah.
Picture. That's how I know it's him. But
hold on. I just want to say real quick. I hope y'all don't feel differently about me after telling that story. I'm definitely a very different person than I used to be, and the more stories I tell, like the you know, I never hurt people, but like I definitely did a lot of I forgot one part too to that story. So when I got expelled, they had a whole assembly about
what happened. Yeah.
About using pills and and my buddy came.
Did you say where you wound up getting locked up, or no?
No, because that might give away.
Right. Exactly. Because I was going to say, I know, yeah, okay, whatever. Say, I know.
But I mean, even
about someone that you were locked up with or whatever.
Oh shit!
If it's like too.
Oh shit!
So narrowed down.
Well, people. Well, people can't look into my juvenile record, and
right, and that's what
I'm not from
juvenile shit anyway, so it's like whatever.
And I don't live in the part. I didn't live in the part of New Hampshire where I was locked up, so I can't. We could tell. I could tell that stuff. I could tell that.
So to wrap up, okay, about this SESC,
go ahead.
Licensing agreement. I guess I was like I think it's a cool like topic, but like I don't get. Okay, I guess different countries, like different plays, whatever. But I guess as of like an hour ago, they did reach an agreement, so all the songs will be back up. So it's kind of irrelevant anyway. So I just looked it up. So if you want to get back into that shit, that's another story I guess we could tell about the actual crime that this person committed anyway. I don't know if you want to get into that, or should we just reference it? I'm sure most people probably at least heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, I ask a lot of people, and I think I might have even brought it up on stream like once early on. I'm not sure, but
right.
So I was locked up with, so like young people won't remember, but this was definitely nationwide news. So Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire is a very well-known college. It's very well-known, very well-known college. Yeah, definitely prayers to all those affected by the hurricane. Absolutely.
I know, right?
That's so fucking sad. So does anybody in the chat remember the Dartmouth murders, the two college professors that were murdered by the two students?
Teenagers.
Yeah, they weren't. One of them was 17 and one was 16. But the one that was 17 actually got tried as an adult. So Or actually, no, I'm sorry. One was 18, one was 17. But does anybody and MME might remember that, or J Rock might remember? I don't know how old y'all are, but like, so anyway, if you look it up, it was a big thing. It was nationwide news. These two, yeah. So these two kids, murdered. These two, they went to the and honestly, still to this day, I don't really know exactly why they did it, but they killed this husband and wife. They were both college professors. The one that I was locked up with stabbed the wife and killed the wife, slit her throat. The one that the other guy was the mastermind, but this other one, and I'll tell you something, he was so quiet. He didn't talk. He was like, and we weren't allowed to watch the news because of that. And when my dad told me who he was, I was like, damn, because every time we played basketball, he picked me first. Because him and this other kid, yeah, because him and this other kid were always captains because they were like the two best in there, I guess, when I came in. And but dude always picked me first because I'm ill at basketball. But yeah, dude always picked.
Bro, he fucking always hits you with this stupid spin move, and you're like, fuck out of here. You got me with that again. The same fucking spin move again.
Yeah, but I got some other shit too.
So I do have it. I don't know if you want to pull it up. I do have this here about the 2001 Dartmouth college professor murderers.
Yeah. So
apparently, okay, keep going.
Yeah. So this kid, very quiet, didn't talk to anybody. We weren't allowed to tell each other why we were there or anything. I never bothered to ask him, but I did have a couple small conversations with him. I remember my dad came to visit me and we were eating or something, but he was at the next table from us, and his mom was like rubbing his feet, or his dad was rubbing his feet. And my dad was fucking heated. My dad's like, he's over there fucking rubbing his son's feet. He fucking murdered an innocent woman. I was like, damn.
Right.
Like, but it's true. Like, but he was a hell of a basketball player. But he was, and honestly, spending 6 months with him was, dude, spending 6 months with him, I'm like, I don't see how this guy did this. I don't see how the other guy, you could look at a picture of him and be like, oh yeah, this guy would definitely do it. But this kid, I'm like, how? Like, he definitely did it because he admitted to it. But like, how, bro? Like, how? Right. He was like a nice kid, but my bad. Go ahead.
All right, so supposedly it's January 27, 2001, posing as students doing research at a school survey. They intended to take occupants by surprise, threaten them into revealing their pins, rob and kill them. The wife was preparing a meal, hosting an event at the evening. According to a confession, Parker said he was an all right guy about the husband. They're like, he's like a German dude named Half. I guess the guy's name's Half Zantot. They did not need to kill him, but the other kid allegedly got angered when he told him that you came too much prepared for questions for the purported research. So
yeah,
because they were posing. So is the questions he was at the fucking professor said, yo, you should have came more prepared if you had these questions, and that pissed the kid off, I guess. But well, yes, they were gonna like rob him. And
where are you reading that? Is that Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Okay, so because that's a false story, because neither of these kids were taught by those professors.
Yeah,
that's the
posing
weird
as former students.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. Yep, that is true. My bad. I didn't hear you say that.
But I just saw this other thing that said James Parker granted parole April 19th of this year. Granted parole for his role in the 2001 stabbing of two Dartmouth college professors. A man who has served more than half of his life in prison. Jesus. people flying.
James Parker is the one who's up for parole.
Parker was 16. He was part of a conspiracy with his best friend. The result
That's
of
who I was locked.
Yep. Suzanne Zantop in Hanover, New Hampshire. Now, just shy of 40, he appeared before the state parole board years after pleading guilty. He could be released as early as May.
Wow.
Magically horrible, someone said. Right.
Honestly, I don't think he'll get out, but James Parker might get out. And because it was proven that like the other guy was the mastermind and shit like that. And he was the influence. But like and I don't believe that James Parker would do it again. I mean, but then again, you never know. But I spent 6 months.
You know what we have to call this episode now, right?
What?
Something about pen pals, because the Blackbird story and the something about murderous pen pals and child author robbers. I think that's the title of this episode, bro. Oh shit! But that's why it reminded me of it, because like I said, I had the first story, but then you're like, well, I have this other one, and that's what reminded me of Blackbird. So. Because he has to befriend the murderer, dude. But
yo, there's been a lot of awesome stuff in this episode, for real.
I know. I told you it was gonna be a good one.
This was a great episode. Like I didn't plan on telling both those stories, but and I got man, we got stories for days, but
the wazoo stories out the wazoo, kid.
So, but
I'm gonna close this. I think we talked enough about if you want to look into it, the Dartmouth murders. It was all over the fucking news at the time. I remember that specifically. College professors, like you gotta understand, in New Hampshire, like being born in Massachusetts and then moving to New Hampshire, like it's not often. There was like murder. I think the town I lived in, there was like, I remember when a murder happened one year and they're like, oh, this is the first murder that's happened since like this, whatever, like 3 years early. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the type of place that shit like that happens a lot. So it was fucking big news.
And the town that it happened in, where they lived, is a town called Lyme, which is near Hanover. It's like
right,
a couple towns over. But Lyme, New Hampshire, I'm telling you, it doesn't even have a school, doesn't have a fire department, doesn't have a police station, doesn't have stores, it has like 5 houses. Like, it's such a small town. It, like, I don't know, it's so hard. It's weird, bro.
Well, speaking of Lyme, this just like popped in my head because of what we're talking. I mean, not that it's related, but because you said Lyme. And so my grandfather was like very well known and on the committee, and I don't know if I should say. I mean, I guess I could say it, doesn't matter. Oh, what the fuck's the name of the place? Why can't I think of it now? Hold on 1 second. Let me look it up. Plum Island.
Oh yeah, Plum Island. Yeah.
It's like very big out there. It's like on all the committees. There's fucking pictures and like the restaurants type shit. But so when we were kids, like they used to stage like parades, and we would get to like throw the candy from the moving trucks and shit as kids, and it was just dope. But you know, there is a lot of conspiracy about Lyme disease and ticks and stuff. Like
absolutely is.
Yeah, so Plum Island has, you know, fuck it, let me just pull it up. Plum Island. Let's see what comes up. Plum Island Animal Disease Center. So, of course, they were like doing, you know, like scientific research supposedly on diseases in Plum Island on this disease research center. And supposedly, I don't know if that's where they like found Lyme disease, supposedly on ticks. or some people think that it was created in this lab, basically, as like a biological weapon of some sorts. Did the U.S. invent Lyme disease in the 1960s? The House aims to find out. Wow. A decades-old conspiracy says Cold War bioweapons research sickening tens of thousands of Americans a year. In the 1960s, on an 840-acre island at the entrance to a Long Island Sound, scientists at a highly guard, so that's another thing, this was like, military would like guard this place. Plum Island Animal Disease Center were at the forefront of U.S. biological weapons research. Specifically, they sought to create pathogens that could be deployed stealthily via insects. Skip ahead to 1975, when the nearby town of Old Lyme, Connecticut, became the epicenter of a strange tick-borne illness. Children began to report unusual skin rashes, chronic fatigue, and swollen knees. In 1981, the condition was named Lyme disease, Lyme, based off of Old Lyme, Connecticut. A conspiracy theory spread like a fever that the researchers at Plum Island had engineered a new sickness, one that now afflicts 30,000 Americans per year. An amendment in the House version of the 2020 National Defense Authorization Act instructs the government to investigate. The amendment author, Representative Chris Smith, told Defense One, "I think it's real." Damn. Smith has been active in legislative efforts to expand research into the causes and treatments of Lyme disease, but his main source for his belief of the books in the popular press, including 2004's Lab 257 and the recently released Bitten by Chris Newby. The latter features an interview with Willy Bergdorfer, a researcher who helped discover Borrelia burgdorferi, the bacteria that causes Lyme disease. Smith says this book and all the others, is it conspiracy theory stuff? Question mark. I think it is. There's just too much on the record now with Bergdorfer to suggest otherwise. It might help us figure out why people are so sick. If you're going to figure out how to treat it, you have to know where it came from. Why not figure out how it came to be? It came about because of bioweapons research. It might provide a clue how to unravel it. There might be some accountability for those who did this, like there should be. Damn, lab officials have historically been dismissive of the idea. I'm sure they are. Probably the strongest argument for a connection is simply Google Maps. You can see that the closest mainland town to Plum Island is in fact Lyme, Connecticut, where the initial cases happened in the 1975 to 76 timeframe. Public records do show scientists at Plum Island were conducting research into a very similar sort of pathogens, as well as delivery via insect, though not ticks, at the same time. Bergdorfer is North American. Long before it was discovered by Bergdorfer 5 years ago, it was found 5,300-year-old mummy. The presence of the bacteria long before the 75 flare-up is compelling evidence against the connection. What does that mean? Just because they didn't create the initial pathogen, they found it and they made, supposedly could be, quote unquote, allegedly. And some of there's circumstantial argument for a connection between Lyme disease and Plum Island. It would likely focus on proximity. It would need to be supported by more access to logs or research records that show the lab received samples for defensive diagnosis evaluation that related to it. Bergdorfer in some way. God damn. But I just got it related because you said Lyme, so it reminded me of that. And growing up Plum Island,
Yeah. That was a crazy segue.
Right. I'm the king of segues, bro. You should see me on a Segway.
You're the king of
Hey-o.
Oh boy. The king of Segway.
The king of Segways. X Games because of my ill segues.
Bars.
Uh-huh. You just a bitch playing.
Seizure, salute. Salute. So we got, roughly a half an hour left. What do you want to do? Should I drop the link? Should we do what? What should we do?
If you want. I mean,
Make,
I feel like this episode has been on point the whole time, so I don't want to drag it for the last half hour if you don't have
right. Why?
So why not drop the link? Fuck it.
Yeah, because I mean, I had some trivia questions for you, but I want to do that better. I want to have a contestant for you. Like, I mean, I don't want to just be you. I want to have like you versus somebody else. So I want to set that up. But maybe we'll like take like a half hour segment for one of the Halloween episodes, and we'll ask some. I'll do some Halloween movie trivia or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to come up for the last half hour. This has been, honestly, I think, like, I know I say this a lot, but this might be my favorite episode yet.
It's been more like more of a steered ship. I feel like.
Yeah, more of a show.
Almost professional.
Yeah, more of a show.
Semi-professional.
And look, we were never going for professional, but it's time now.
Yeah, at least somewhat,
Yeah, at least somewhat professional. But no, we just want to make sure the show's fire. That's all. But the stories, I definitely got to clip those up. But yeah, if y'all weren't in here when we were telling the stories, I told some real life stories. My life stories. Pablo told some great stories.
Yeah, I'll say, bro, if I made those up, I need to be an author for real.
Yeah, right. But I did leave out some certain details of my of the story because.
Well, his thing is like even the ones I was telling, like I could have stretched them more, but I'm like, oh, we have so much this episode that I didn't want to take up too much time, and especially with the Blackbird one, I could have told you the whole story, but then it would ruin it for people that want to go watch the show, So
right.
Leave out enough there, but
thank you guys.
I mean, we could if while we're waiting, if no one's gonna pull up, I do have another record.
You want to react to some goofy shit?
Yeah, why not? I feel like that's a good especially the last half hour. I feel like if it's like this, like how we did, I liked a little bit of light news in the beginning before we play the song, then maybe a whack bar of the week or whatever.
And then we played Bruce's video.
The majority of the whatever that episode's gonna be. Like today was a lot of jail themed stories,
and
including
me
being half hour to 20 minutes. I feel like maybe a scroll for some silly shit. I feel like that's dope.
Yeah, man. Well, you got the computer and the hookup. I'm on the phone, so
all right.
You're gonna have to pull up some shit, but yeah, until Pablo finds something. So again, next week, next Monday, there will be no Unscripted Logic. So Tuesday at noon, DME Detroit will be joining us for Unscripted Logic, and it's gonna be a dope episode. The interview I had with him was amazing. I love that interview. And the unscripted episode is gonna be even better. I can't wait. But this episode was so fire, and then we got DME next week, and then we're gonna have a Halloween episode, and then the week after that, I think we're gonna have a dope ass guest. but if not that week, definitely sometime this month.
Right.
And then we're gonna end the month off with a Halloween episode as well. So different topics.
Pull this up if you
All
want
right.
to. Title of what we're reacting to. I just typed in insane videos and I got most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera, and there is another one. So let's roll it. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what the fuck, what genre. I don't know what we're about to see. So I think right off rip.
There are some moments in life that are so incredible that nobody would believe it if they weren't caught on
I
camera.
wish it wasn't narrated for real.
I know. Well,
like-
you know what? We can narrate the narration.
Right.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to show you 40 of the most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera. So without further ado,
if that's not the most fucking YouTube voice, like there was like this time where everyone was trying to do this voice that
the YouTube voice. I do it all the time.
YouTube voice.
If this isn't one of the most crazy things you've ever seen, it's so whack. It's like, you know, I always say, you know how newscasters have I don't know. It's like they go to broadcasting school and they learn how to speak
Ray Brewer
alien, right?
Yeah.
Like you motherfucker don't even speak human well. They accentuate the words. They say it like this, and it's like, who the fuck talks like that? Like, so today outside of court, he gave a statement. It read, 32-year-old Jacob Latterson was convicted of murder. Like, who the fuck talks like? Especially, I love.
If you
Louis
like
CK,
this video, definitely check out the
Louis
next
CK
one.
has a bit about the British broadcasters. He's like, I don't know why it just gets me every time. He's like, he was diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. You're like, what the fuck? Bro, the British broadcaster news voice is so good. But yeah, then it became the YouTube reactor. So what we're gonna react to today, it's wacky and oh my goodness. Can you
Oh my god,
it?
I thought you pressed play for a second.
No, that's the voice. That's the voice they do. That's what I'm saying, bro. People and I feel like that's another thing when like MME was like, yo, Pablo's in his bag, and why people were laughing so much when I was doing last night. I'm a very good mimicker. Like I said, if I hear something like one time, I can get it pretty good. If I hear it 2 or 3 times, I can pretty much get the cadence, the inflection, all that down. Like it don't matter. You know?
But yo, why does the YouTube voice sound like a fucking South Park voice?
I don't know. Wacky flavor. I'm feeling too, man. It's like, for real. It's like, bro. All right, let's fuck this chump.
The most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera. So without further ado, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, and let's get started.
No.
All right, starting off strong as you get to witness a woman whose skeleton is made of jelly. Watch closely how the kid in the red jacket seems to blow up this bridge with some secret superpowers.
Wow. Yeah, the Flash. Yo, the Flash just ran across that bridge and destroyed it.
The Flash. Bro.
Seems to blow up this bridge with some secret superpowers.
He said a man in a red suit.
Right. No, he's talking about this kid here.
Oh. So, come on.
What? This thing's living in its fucking...
Yep.
Japanese people are some of the most disciplined on earth, which is masterfully displayed in their precision walking competitions.
Only Asians would like take this. Like, I swear, who the fuck else would spend the time to do precision walking? They're like, I will show that we are better at everything, including we can walk.
We can walk better. Yeah,
we can walk better than you. Watch. Walking competitions. That's crazy. I mean, this is kind of wild though. Bro, if these are white people, they would have fucking all bumped into each other and fell.
Oh,
that's one thing I will say. bro, white people don't know how to walk. They be pissing me the fuck off when I get stuck behind people on the sidewalk or in the store.
Now, hold on. Let me rant about something for a second. Now that you brought that up. Now, I catch myself doing it once in a fucking blue moon. But what really pisses me off, if you're fucking walking, pick your fucking head up out of your goddamn phone. If you are walking across the street, if you're walking into a store, if you're walking through a store, pick your head up out of your fucking phone.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do sometimes. Like, I'll be editing video and shit. But I am also cognizant of everyone around me. And
right. Most people, bro.
They're
I
aimlessly
can't tell you
adrift.
how often I'm driving and because I drive a lot, so I can't tell you how often I'm driving and somebody will just no, it's not even a crosswalk and they just walk across the street, don't look at all.
They're lost in fucking hyperspace, bro.
Luckily, I'm paying attention. Like, as I'm driving, I'm constantly looking at the sidewalks, looking for people because I know. And bro, it's fucking it's gotten to the point people are gonna start getting run over.
Right. I said aimlessly adrift, but a better word comes to mind. These motherfuckers are meandering. They are White people meander. I don't think any other race meanders as much as white people.
Right.
Very white thing to do. But okay, back to precision walking.
Precision walking competitions.
That is kind of fire.
Imagine all the pain and training they had to go through just for a short moment of perfection. Meanwhile, I didn't even know walking could be this entertaining.
Lemonade, pet, insurance.
Oh my God,
3
bro. With the ads.
And no, this is actually not quite as fake as you may think. It's called ball lightning.
And I was just gonna say it because, oh my God, bro. Have you ever watched the Osbournes show where it's like, well, there's like 4, but there's the one that the kid Jack Osbourne shows Sharon and Ozzy like paranormal videos and they react to
I
it.
heard about that, but no, I never
I don't remember what the name is, but anyway, every fucking time without fail, my girl loves it, so she showed it to me, and now it's like a running joke that we have together. Is because as soon as they showed this at the beginning, I was gonna say ball lightning, because every fucking time Jack shows Ozzy a video, if it's like if it's any kind of lighting, immediately he goes, it's ball lightning. To explain it. Or if it's like a silhouette of any kind of figure at all in any video that looks like it could be a ghost or anything, he goes, double exposure, ball lightning, double exposure. So now I just say that all the time, no matter what the instance is. So immediately in the show, I was going to say ball lightning, double exposure.
It's actually
he doesn't believe any of it. It's just fucking so
right.
I love it.
Not quite as fake as you may think. It's called ball lightning.
It's not as fake as my voice that I'm doing right now.
And it's an extremely rare phenomenon. Its causes are still unknown to this day, and there's not even a generally accepted theory either. All we really know is that they exist, and it looks unbelievable and kind of terrifying.
Like the fucking cadence, bro. Jesus.
In the middle of this dramatic dolphin hunt, this 5-ton orca made an unbelievable breach, jumping above the water.
Like, move over, bitch. Stealing my shot. The top. And an orca's like, nah, son, shoved him out of the way.
At the Red Bull Rampage mountain bike competition, Kelly McGarry made an unbelievable backflip over a 72-foot canyon, which earned him a well-deserved silver medal. So these construction workers were told by their boss that they had to work late and wash his car. So they did, but they did so with one giant bucket of water.
And they crushed it.
Oh, I thought they were gonna crush. Oh my god,
Priming
yo.
Fired.
Yeah, fired for sure. What?
Oh, it reminds me of there's this video of this dude. He's like in a fucking forklift or whatever, and I guess this dude did all these renovations on this place, and he didn't get paid for it for a week. So he fucking tears through there in a forklift and just rips the whole fucking thing apart. He's like, "Fuck you! You didn't pay me for my labor." Like, it's great. I love destruction.
Yeah.
Destruction videos are amazing.
Yeah,
for a big race. This jockey got a priming for a big race. This jockey got a clock on the head from the horse next door and was still recovering from the blow when the race began. So his horse literally took off on its own. But get this, even without a jockey, this disciplined horse outran everyone else and managed to...
Didn't have the weight of a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna. That's amazing. The horse next to him headbutts the guy off, and then the horse just bolts and wins the race by
himself.
That's even without a jockey, this disciplined horse outran everyone else and managed to win the whole.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home. Oh man.
Lucky number 11.
Yeah.
He's flying home from the back. Swilcombe Bridge. Grenoble.
Swilcombe Bridge wins.
Did he say Swill Capri?
No.
Slightly hampered by the.
Slightly hampered
flying home from the back. Swilcombe Bridge.
Swilcombe Bridge.
Swilcombe Bridge.
Grenoble slightly hampered by the loose horse. Close home.
Doing a backflip move in figure skating is incredibly hard and obviously very, very dangerous. So much so that it was made illegal, and doing one in competition will get you disqualified. But back in 1998, French figure skater Surya Bonelli didn't really care about winning. Instead, she wanted to leave a trademark, and she certainly did by landing a backflip perfectly.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd call it perfect, but yeah, it was pretty fine.
Yeah,
she certainly did by landing a backflip perfectly.
That was amazing.
Perfect, but
it wasn't perfect, but it was amazing.
Truly amazing.
There are pilots who are skilled enough to do crazy low passes, and then there's this.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I think the pilot wanted to ram him for recording vertically. Dams are obviously built to withstand incredible resistance, but if you don't relieve some of that massive pressure that builds up like this guy's doing, this is exactly what happens.
Dude.
Bruce Leef said the only time his horse won was without him.
And here's what it looks like when you open a dam gate after years of being closed.
Oh yeah, I've seen this video before. Yeah, they finally opened this dam after years, and look at the fucking water. Like,
yeah,
bro,
it looks like fucking mixed concrete. Yeah,
it looks like concrete, bro. If you've worked with concrete before,
yeah. It looks like wet concrete.
Right. That's like after you mix it and it like settles. Kind of. Yeah, that's what it looks
before it gets hard. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Pause. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
And here's
Ava, my heart buried in cement.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Bruce, that was a great comment.
What it looks like
of the night.
Yeah, we got to have comment of the night.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I have kind of been like doing that like most episodes, but not really like structure, but I do say it sometimes. But yeah, that's probably the best
comment of the night so far. That's it.
When you open a dam gate after years of being closed.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm okay. I won't do it to you guys. So it would be funny, but it's very like people wouldn't even know what I meant, and it's like nasty. So I'll leave it, even though just know it was a great one.
Check out these one in a million moments.
Innovate definitely got comment of the night when he said, "I didn't even know y'all was live."
Didn't know y'all were live when he was in 3 times before.
Fireworks are struck by lightning.
Shout out to Innovate.
Wait, bro, this fireworks gonna get struck by lightning? That's crazy.
What?
What are the odds of that?
Yo,
bro, that's fucking insane.
That's insane. It didn't really do anything
it's a
special.
conductor, like metal's a conductor. But you know what's fucked up? Remember growing up, they tried to sell you on that. No, lightning actually comes from the ground up, and I was like, bullshit. Immediately, it was like bullshit. It doesn't even make sense because you see the cracks in the ground. What do you mean it comes from the ground up? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Try to tell you that they fucking tried to run with that narrative.
I never really looked into it enough to figure out if it was true or not. I just didn't care enough.
But you can tell because not all lightning even strikes the ground.
Right.
It goes across
No,
the
you're
sky
right.
in a fucking like vertical or horizontal, but yeah, it goes across the sky vertically. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Horizontal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess horizontal. Yeah. Okay. If you're looking up at it, yes.
But yeah, I feel you.
Sky, yeah, horizon, horizontal, yes. So it's like, bro, it's
The horizontal hustle.
The horizontal. That's like when I told De Niro.
Pause, yo.
What? I said that's like when I didn't even get to
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna fucking slap you through
StreamYard. It's because of
StreamYard.
what I said before, and then you said,
I'm gonna slap social through StreamYard and get that fucking 10 G's that keeps saying.
Pablo
First
knows.
Someone through StreamYard.
Pablo knows that if he did that in a dream, he better wake up and apologize.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're nice. Where'd you hear that? What movie did you get that from?
A very good one.
I know. But I got my talking cadence from YouTube.
Yo, that's wild.
Is that a two-headed anteater?
What?
Okay, no, I see it now. How long did it take you to figure out where the real head was? If you want
I don't know what the hell is going on there. I don't know what's happening there.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Bro.
Yeah, it's a two-headed what? A two-headed what?
Anteater?
Oh, I see it now. How long did it take you to figure out where the real head was?
The real head, bro. I don't even know.
If you want your beer to be open,
I don't know.
In a cool way by this waiter, then unfortunately you have to be prepared to sacrifice a little bit of it.
With the rag, yo, that's dope.
I thought it was like a booklet, like the menu.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That's fire. I could probably do that, but that's dope.
But he's spilling it everywhere. Like,
yeah, I know.
Make him want that? Oh, that was cool, but can you get me a napkin now? Because you're fucking
right.
Bruh.
This bird, known as the golden pheasant, looks like it has cigarette butts all over it.
But
it looks like where are the cigarette butts?
It looks like joints.
Right. It's like, bro, he's so scared. This is what I hate about YouTubers. Little frightened. The little frightened children. Yeah. Unalive. They say unalived and some dumb shit like that. It's like cigarette butt. You mean joints?
Yeah.
They don't look like cigarette butts at all.
They look more, if they look like anything, they look like joints.
Right. They look more like fucking shit you see in the bottom of the ocean, like coral, whatever.
The fucking the shit on the bottom of the boats that grows on the bottom of the
right. Like I don't know, it's not algae, but
yeah, I can't even think of the fucking.
It looks
word.
like stuff if you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, the stuff barnacles. The shit that's like hanging off barnacle. Bootstrap Bill has barnacles coming out of his face and shit.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Not like cigarette butts at all.
The golden pheasant looks like it has cigarette butts all over it. But check out its amazing glow up when its cape is finally fully grown.
What?
The next unbelievable but also hilarious moment happened on a show called Billy on the Street. So here, Billy Eichner was doing interviews surprising strangers on the street with Emma Stone. But unfortunately, one of the people confused her with Emma Watson.
What's your favorite Emma Stone movie? Harry Potter?
Oh.
That's Emma Watson.
When security had...
That's the most unbelievable moment caught on
I
camera.
know, bro. Come on.
Kind of
like,
silly and funny. Like,
train-
sorry, he doesn't know. Like, I've never watched the Harry Potter movies. Like,
this video
I know Emma Stone though, because she's a bad bitch. But
and she's not in those movies. I've watched them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Emma Watson is not attractive to me. Hermione Granger, I don't know. Every little fucking 12-year-old fanboy had like a boner for this girl. Like,
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, I mean, obviously she's younger and that, like, but like, you know, growing up, I was like that age watching it. But I'm just saying, even like, I don't know. Everyone's always like, oh, Hermione and Emma Watson, and it's like, I don't know.
I didn't watch the movies till I was in my like 30 or like late 20s.
I never watched them. I'm just saying.
I watched them when I was in my like late 20s, and even though she was older at that time, I'm watching her as a child, so I could never.
Right. Maybe that's what it is. Even though I was the same age at the time, I just associate with her at like her
as a young girl.
Yeah. So when I see her, even though she's like 20 or whatever, like grown up now, like she's
like 30 now.
Right. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't find her attractive. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's
a
hot
movies are fire.
I don't know. And I've never watched. I know that there's a lot of good actors. Ralph Fiennes.
Dude, Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Dude, especially
Dogma and shit.
I'll tell you what. There's definitely ones that are better than others, but like all of them are good in their own right. Especially like 1, 3, and 4. Those are probably my favorites. And I like 5 a lot too.
Dumbledore like gay or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, bro, every movie has someone who's gay.
No, I know.
Like, I'm not thinking about that when I'm watching a movie, but one of your brother's girlfriends used to try to get us to fucking read the books all the time, and we were always like, fuck that.
I read most of the first book in school. Like, I did a book report in like 7th grade on like the first book, which is crazy because then it was before the movies came out, you know.
Yeah.
Never really got into the movies. I don't know.
No, I mean, I like them. I've watched them all more than one time.
But I'm not gonna shit on it because I like, like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and shit. So
I think you would like the Harry Potter movies, to be honest. I do.
Check it out. For me, no one turns me off to ever watching Harry Potter is when fucking people overuse Harry Potter bars in battles. I really think that's what the Quidditch and I sweep with the broom and Hermanius, let it, like, bro, you're casting spells and battles.
I know.
Like, that's
Harry
just
Potter spells.
To ever want to watch it ever. Like, ugh. Enough with fucking Quidditch bars, bro. A snitch.
Quidditch with the Quidditch bars.
Quidditch. Well, you guys fucking Quidditch already?
But no, I think you would like them. There, like, bro, when I first saw, so like me and this guy that I worked with, we actually were neighbors, and we both had the day off of work because we were the town was flooded. There was no way out of town, so we couldn't get to work. So he's like, "Oh, you want to watch a Harry Potter movie?" And get stoned, and I was like, I don't want to watch Harry Potter. He's like, "Come on, man, trust me." So I watched the 4th one with him. It was The Goblet of Fire. It had Robert Pattinson. This was even before fucking the Twilight movies, which I've never seen. But I'm watching the movie, and I'm loving it the whole time. And I was like, damn. So I went and I bought like all the movies that had been out so far, and it was just the first 4 that had been out. So I watched the first 3, loved them, and then from there just went and saw the rest of them in theaters. So it's definitely, I mean, either you're gonna love it or hate it. It's that kind of movie, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll check it out.
But yeah, I mean, definitely watch the first one and see how you feel. I mean, even you don't even have to watch like definitely, it's definitely good to watch them in order, but for the first time, maybe watch like the third one. Fucking the one, Prisoner of Azkaban. Like if you watch that one, that'll
is a great act. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie Imperium with Daniel Radcliffe. It's like supposedly semi-based on a true story. It's like a couple different stories. Like it's like an amalgamation of 3 different stories kind of combined.
No, I've seen a couple movies with him, but I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh my god, it's great. He plays this young cop who he goes undercover in this neo-Nazi like organization, this party. Like he has like a shaved head and shit, and the whole thing is they think these dudes are gonna be like domestic terrorists, basically. They think
what's it called again?
Imperium.
Imperium.
All right, Daniel Radcliffe. It's great. It's a great fucking movie.
I'm gonna check that out because he's not a bad actor. Like he's really he's
good.
So, and I don't know, man. Like maybe at this point in your life, you might watch Harry Potter and be like, but I feel like if you watch Prisoner of Azkaban first, it'll make you want to go watch the first and second one.
Daniel Radcliffe rap. Hold on, bro.
We're gonna end the show with that.
You're a big music fan. I'm with a big
blah blah blah.
Now it's time for our wrap up. Let's give it everything we've got.
One of the best drummers in the world.
Artificial amateurs aren't at all amazing. Analytically, I assault, animate things. Broken barriers bound in by the bomb beat. Buildings are broken, basically I'm bombarding. Casually create catastrophes, casualties, canceling cats got their canopies collapsing. Detonate a dime a dank, daily do and do. Demonstrations, Don Dada on the down low. Eating other editors with each and every energetic, epileptic episode. Elevated etiquette. Furious, fat, fabulous, fantastic. Flurries of funk felt feeding the fanatics. Gift got great, global goods gone glorious. Getting godly in his game with the glorious. Hit him high, hella height, historical. Hey, Holocaust hands, hear him holler at your homeboy. Imitators idolize, I intimidate. In an instant, I'll rise in an irate state. Juice on my jams like dairy curls, trucking joints justly. It's just me writing my journals. Kindly and kindling all kinds of ink on. Karate Kid type bricks in my kingdom. Let me live a long life, lyrically lessons is learn lame louses, just lose to my leverage. My mind makes marvelous moves, masses. Marvel and move, many mock what I've mastered. Nap know when I'm nice naturally. Knack never nap, make noise nationally. Operation opposition off, not optional. Out of sight, out of mind, wide beaming obstacles. Perfected poem, powerful punchlines, pummeling petty powder puffs in my prime. Quite quotes, keep quiet, it's quantum. Quarrels and gaudy quarter, what do we gotta? Really raw raps, rising up rapidly. Riding the Roshi radioactivity. Super scientific, sound surf thought. Silencing, supervised saps out of soft. Tails 10 time talented, too tough. Take that, challengers, get a tune up. Universal, unique, untouched, unadulterated, the raw, uncut. Birth by sports, victorious, valid. Violate vines that a vein make him vanish. Well, my word with a wise worst myth, just weed it up. Words sweeping up, I'm a worship. Xerox, next radiation, old, session, text, height, letters, six xylophone tones. Yellowback, yak mouth, young ones, yours. Yesterday's zonzo, cells are yawns. Zigzag zombie, zooming to the zenith. Zero and sense, also a zealous from Zealous.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad, but I just
that wasn't bad at all for an ABC.
Or did he get the pass? The views of Daniel Radcliffe do not reflect.
He think he papoose, right?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I had
that wasn't bad though.
Kind of alphabet scheme for the D-bat, which obviously I cut it. It wasn't the whole thing. It was just like A through G or something. But
I have a whole verse A through Z, but it's so old. I could probably update the fuck.
Do you remember when Shia LaBeouf? Yeah, we might need to.
To
take that. other part out of this episode.
Yeah, I think
But-
so. I don't really know how to cut stuff. Well, I could. I know how to.
I could
but,
do it, but I gotta do it on a computer for real. You remember when Shia
No, I
LaBeouf
can do it. I can do it.
went
But
on?
yeah, and rap.
Yo, that shit's kind of fire, bro.
Yeah. Do we got time?
It's like 3 minutes.
All right.
Bro,
It's still fire.
Kind of fire, bro. Shia LaBeouf kills it. Also, the views or actions of Shia LaBeouf do not reflect those.
Yeah, exactly. The views of anyone that we fucking
anyone, right. We're just reacting to stuff.
Listen, get ready, get set. This is me. This is wild. This is a childhood dream. I'm that guy though. All pride, yo. Do my thing and stack right though.
Is that a diss?
Childhood dream. I'm that guy though. All pride, yo. Do my thing and stack right though. I'm at White Oak, the gun club. I mean 1 Oak. That's a dumb club. I don't go there, but I get dumb love. Legend, bitch. Trash you heard, that's all alleged, bitch. Plagiarist, stay making shit. Greatest gifts come from painful shit. Truth is, I'm a true G. Only white kid with big in the Coogee tatted to me. And Tupac too. And Missy on my 2 knees. Dude, please stop asking about my tats like some groupies. Whenever the truth's required, I'm hired. I'm the go-to guy for fire. When the truth's not needed, I beat it. I come from La Migra streets, kid. I'm gyro. Why's he acting up, backing up when the trash is up? If it's trash, I'ma pass the buck. Tell me why though? Cause I'm testing me for the best of me. Trying to ensure this legacy. Geico. Talk shit, I pop up. I'm popping these, popping G, popping C. I get you high as poppy seeds. Copy me. You ain't Heather Knox and me. Roger me. Check me. Evidently, kid is.
Yeah.
You think it's freestyle?
Some of it sounds like
some of
the
it.
testing me, a lot of the Papa G's, the trash, but some of it I feel like is written. No.
Yeah, we definitely gotta pause this a couple times because
Right.
Sway. We're gonna get
You don't have all the answers, Sway. You don't own all the content, Sway. It's fair use.
No, let's go.
You know what's crazy is years later, Kanye was like, you know what? Sway, you were actually right about that.
yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Sending. God damn, it's a hell of a day. Sat here jammed between Heather and Sway. It's a dream, yes, sir. I'm the belle of the ball. Never thought my rhyme style was eligible. Rhymes
the belle of the ball.
Belle of the ball. I never thought I was eligible.
Eligible. The belle.
I was never the ball.
I was eligible.
Yo,
so Nathaniel Radcliffe when he was bald.
Yo, that was bad.
I know, bro. It's not the scene I thought it was in the movie.
No, I think you're thinking of the one where he's in the woods rapping.
Oh, this one? No. The Shia
He goes
LaBeouf?
crazy in that shit.
There's a part in this though.
We'll save
like,
that for the
like
next.
Oscar, Kevin Costner, or something like that.
He might do it in this, but
yeah.
Negligible, unintelligible. Now I'm exceptional, unquestionable. No question, I'm full. My cup, it runneth over. This shit's going viral. Yup, I'm taking over. Better than I'm
taking shots at that guy at viral.
Alert, sober. Me, I've been a G since he knew Kurt Loder. Eat right, stay kosher, shirt folder. Good kid, slow roll like a hurt bowler. Goddamn, I'm.
That was kind of fire. Hurt.
Yeah.
Slow roll like a hurt bowler. Okay.
Yeah.
Shirt folder is crazy.
Shirt folder.
Shirt folder. It's fucking wild.
Oh man.
Shirt folder. Kurt Loder.
Kosher, shirt folder, good kid, slow roll like a hurt bowler. Goddamn, I'm here. You're nowhere. You're poser. I'm poster. You're no sir. I'm closer. To toaster. I'm solar. You're nervous. I'm not sir. I'm rockster. You're novice. I'm on this. I'm Costner. I'm Kevin. You're second to a monster.
Costner, Kevin, you second to a monster is fine.
Yeah.
That was fine.
You're novice. I'm on this. I'm Costner. I'm Kevin. You're second to a monster. Roger, I'm a prosper. You are not, sir. You're a tosser, a toddler. Luke, I'm your father. And I ain't in that dope. What I am is I'm criminal with syllables and pronouns. Watch how it goes down. Yeah, my whole sounds profound. Freestyle with Sway. You would think I was a pro now. And it's pronounced Shia LaBeouf. I'm flying high and high ain't enough. I am above. Cut from steel. Boys real, iron is tough. I kill the 5-finger sway. 5 ain't enough. Nah, but 10 might do. Hip hop used to be fertile, now it's Timbuktu. Where the spitters go? Garbage litter shit they wrote. Miss me with that little bow, cause bigger individuals committed to these principles.
Miss me with that little bow.
Yo, he's cooking right now.
I told you, bro.
Even before, yo, he's cooking. From
Garbage litter
that
shit they wrote. Miss me with that little 5-finger sway. 5 ain't enough. Nah, but 10 might do. Hip hop used to be fertile, now it's Timbuktu. Where the spitters go? Garbage litter shit they wrote. Miss me with that little bow, cause bigger individuals committed to these principles is living on their tippy toes, sinking with the hippies' hope, consider them the missing throats. Talking those who gave it all got passed over. Rap's over when you gas.
Passover? Now
he's throwing mad shots.
Dissing all of virtual up in here.
Then the missing throats. Talking those who gave it all got passed over. Rap's over when you gas up the fast forward. It's dumb now, it's trash rapping in October. Who wrote what for who? It's all so below par, substandard. Used to be a litmus. If you didn't write your own shit, you got dismissed. Been through that. Now it's kiss kiss with bang bang. I came to do my thing, man. It was written. Get coke, this the shipment. Jewish pot to this music with a twist of Whitman. Women, I'm the shit.
Twist of Whitman is crazy.
Yep.
Get coke, this the shipment. Jewish pot to this music with a twist of Whitman. Women, I'm the shipment. Get the business, mint condition. But I'm married, keep your distance. Treat these ladies fair like I'm Henry Higgins. This the shipment.
Ladies fair like I'm Henry Higgins.
Yeah.
This a stitch in time. I got fire, I can realign your spine, man. I am real.
Whoa, don't realign my spine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. You were cooking, but I don't know where you went on. You went on the rails with that realigning spines, Radcliffe spitting absurd shit,
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
So that being said, this was a fire fucking episode, and I really hope that people actually go back and watch the whole thing, even if they have to watch it in parts, because this was such a great episode from beginning to end, and just proved once again that we don't need anybody else. We just need us up here, and that's no shots, because we love having guests. And actually, we were gonna bring ME up. I actually talked to ME before this episode, and he was gonna come up, but then we were just cooking. Pablo was in the middle of a story when ME came in, and the story lasted a while. Then I got into my story, so it was we were cooking. So I didn't want to, break up the continuity there, and but the show turned out amazing. We are definitely gonna have ME on an episode. I think probably really soon, because I want to get his opinion and his personality and on a conversation about comedy and stand-up comedy, because he seems to be very knowledgeable on the topic. So but that being said, Pablo, great fucking show, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Absolutely. That being said, I'm pulling out.
Can we at least protect the ladies?
There's no ladies here.
What? I'm going home.
That's probably a good idea. We out this bitch. Peace.
Never forget DB Tuba.
Yeah, and Scuba Stevie.
Scuba Stevie.
We out this bitch.
Peace.
Yo.